playing 2 tables of 2550 no limit Texas Hold'em on CoinPoker. If you're not familiar with CoinPoker, they're an up-and-coming site I'm happy to be involved with. And today we're playing 2 tables of 2550 against a bunch of other poker streamers. Now, we're already involved in the first hand. Gazzy, raise it up from the button. We check call flop. We check call turn. Top pair, no kicker. I mean, I don't really see how I can fold. Certainly an annoying spot if you bet the flop and the turn and the river. It's probably a spot that's habitually under-bluffed, given I have a lot of 7s in my range. Some straights, some jacks. And we win. That is good. We're going to be looking at these in big blinds, not in terms of dollars, because I can't count in terms of big blinds. And in these tables, we always get to see the hand that wins at the showdown. So that's nice. It's an abnormal rule they have in these games that allows us to get a little bit more action in these games. So, we raise it up with, we're trying 2 tables today. Did I do it right? I did. We raise it up with 3s. We get called by Mario Mosbock, very good poker player. I do not know who Ugj is. We will try to set mine, though. We're not going to be folding pairs to 3 bets all day. We get jammed on my Mario. That's annoying. Really rooting for Uggs to call, because I cannot call. Pocket jacks for Mario. Fine, good play. I like it. Didn't work out for me. Now, we have a free roll for all of you today. I'm giving away 5% of whatever I win in today's session. If I lose, you get nothing. If I win, you get 5% of whatever I win. For one lucky person to get in this giveaway, head over to twitter.com/JonathanLittle. Check out my tweet at the top, and that'll get you in. We have a raise and a 3-bet before us. We'll fold the low-suited connector. I would obviously rather play it, but we don't get the opportunity. I've never streamed with 2 tables next to each other where I'm trying to flip between scenes, so we may or may not be able to navigate this well. I will do my best, though. I'm on a little laptop. I'm currently traveling. We're in an undisclosed location in the country. So, inevitably, I may screw some things up. Also, tomorrow, if you want to get in the action on CoinPoker, we're giving away $2,000. Actually, we're giving away $2,000 every single week in a free roll poker tournament. In order to get in it, you have to sign up at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. So far, we've given away $6,000 to people who've signed up through pokercoaching.com/freeroll. It's a $2,000 free roll every week for about a year. We're in the country in the summer, you got to have a little bit of rosé, obviously, especially if you're going to play 2550 no limit Texas style. We would have made the straight. That's always fun. Can't worry about what would have been. You have to worry about what is and what will be. And to be fair, what is doesn't even really matter that much either. Lots of action on 2 tables so far from both the players. Queen Jack suited, Ace 4. I like that 3-bet from Morbid. That's a spot a lot of people just call, but certainly a reasonable spot to 3-bet. 10-8 suited is a good hand to 3-bet from the small blind if we feel inclined. We could also just call a pre-flop raise. I am happy either way. Like right here, against Sam, I'll call. Oh, we got to get a chat up everywhere. Let's try to flop something. We'll see if Mario wants to squeeze our faces off over and over today. That would be annoying. This is a pretty reasonable spot to consider squeezing, but I would not squeeze so much against under-the-gun raises in general. 7-handed, even if the opponent is loose, splashy, aggressive, battly, whatever. We get a flush draw. I think we can reasonably check call or check raise. If you check raise and get jammed, it's very annoying. Check to check on a flop. We have a draw on the turn, but it's a spot where we're going to be against a lot of queens when it goes check, check, check. This is 6 big blinds, right? Okay, yeah, 6 big blinds. We are playing 2550 no limit hold'em. This is real money. Interesting spot where I'm not sure we're supposed to be betting all that often here because initial raiser's checking range should be quite overcard heavy. Obviously, Mario can just be sitting here with a queen. But, I mean, what are we going to do? Check call, check raise? I mean, check raise is kind of rough because they could just jam us, which is nasty. We played with Sam last week. Sam does like to use big raise sizes, it seems. So that's something to be aware of. don't want to bet there and just get shoved on, right? I'd obviously rather check call and at least see the turn than than bet and get shoved. But that's okay. We're on a 5-minute delay today. Welcome to everyone. I think the ideal place to watch this is youtube.com/pokercoaching, but also on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and who knows what else. We have the ace-4 against the raise and a 3-bet. This is not a good spot to get involved at all. We're just going to be 4-betting most of the hands we plan on playing. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Thanks to all of you for being here. I haven't played poker in a week, but that's okay. We'll do our best. Jack 8 suited, slightly loose hand to play, but, you know, look, we're playing the streaming game. I would have called here or maybe 3-bet. I think either play is reasonable. I think you want to 3-bet just the better suited connected stuff like 9-8 suited and call the weaker suited connected stuff like this. But when it goes raise and 3-bet to $450, just got to fold. Again, if you are new here, make sure you go to pokercoaching.com/freeroll and sign up. If you use that link, you'll be able to enter a $2,000 free roll every single week. Make sure you get in it. Literally free money for all of you. Looks like auto muck at this table. Muck, 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 fold, fold, fold. They want to do the 7-2 game. How in the world do you do the 7-2 game online? So normally when you're playing any poker game, you don't get to see your opponent's cards whenever they win the pot. But in this streamer game, they have it set up to where the winning hand is always shown, which is pretty cool because we get more information, assuming we're paying attention. Now, I, Jonathan Little, am not trained to pay attention to what is shown at the end of a hand if I'm not involved in it. Because, like, normally if I'm not in the pot, I'll just, like, see the pot push somewhere and then you don't get to see what they have. But in this game, I really do need to be paying kind of good attention, which is difficult for me because I'm really not trained for that. All right, we raise, we get through it by Sam. We'll call, try to flop the nuts. We flop. Wow, the nuts. I think we'll check raise this immediately. If Sam has the ace or a pair, probably just not going to fold. Let's just go 14 and try to get money in. It's a spot where I do expect to get for Sam to fold all of his nuts. Or sorry, all the garbage. But at the same time, I think we can definitely bet straight up for value. River's a king of diamonds, which is rough. I would gotta presume Sam's going to bet a lot of ace-x on the flop with diamond. So I probably would have check called the river in that spot. It's not the greatest spot in the world to check call because obviously Sam could just be sitting here with like king, queen, queen, jack, ace, jack with a jack and diamond, something like that. It is good to see Sam 3-betting 5-4 suited though, right? Because that's a hand that maybe I don't naturally think Sam's going to be 3-betting. Nice little pot though. We will take it. Again, I'm giving away 5% of whatever I win today to one lucky person. To get in that giveaway, make sure you go to x.com/Jonathan Little and get in there. We're on a laptop today, so streaming may be slightly clunky. Been a member for years now. I turned you from a losing to a winning player, says Dan. Well, thank you very much. I'm doing my best. Ace-10 suited. It's a good winning player hand. Well, that 8-7 a diamond hand a minute ago. Maybe we could have bet river tiny. I'm not sure. It's a weird spot. All right, we raise morbid calls. We get gut shot and overs. Better check. I think we'll just bet. If he has nothing, he'll fold. I don't think we're going to get check raised too much on this flop. Maybe we will. I'm not actually sure. If we're going to get check raised a lot on this flop, obviously you don't want to bet ace-10. If we're going to get check called a lot, though, then betting is certainly fine. I'm sitting in this chair. You know, I'm going to swap chairs. This chair is broken. Oh, yeah, this chair's not broken. I'm in an Airbnb. They have very cute pink chairs. Take a look at this cute pink chair. Isn't this a cute pink chair? Problem is that this is, look, it's already coming undone. One of these screws is loose. And that's a problem. Okay, 5 big blind raise. Pot size bet from the button. Look, I wouldn't mind 3-bet, but I think I'm just going to call. I don't even know. Maybe just go 18. Let's just go 18 and fold to a shove. I think this is very reasonable. I wouldn't be shocked if we get shoved. Ugh, we do get shoved. How annoying. We're obviously going to fold. The question is what do we think they're going to show when they shove? I mean, so look, pot size raise. I thought it might be just like overly weak from the button. Obviously not, though. What would I call with here? In spots like this, you don't want to just say, oh, ace-jack fold, right? You want to think, what would I actually call with? I think we got to call ace-queen and better. And I think we can fold this, and we probably... Well, we wouldn't 3-bet ace-jack suited, I don't think. We need to call any good pair we 3-bet. So anyway, I'll fold this, but I don't love it. They have pocket eights. Okay, makes sense. Good to know. Makes sense. Is this a private game? This is a streamer game. This is a game only for poker streamers on CoinPoker. Mario's trying to line up 7-2 offsuit game on this that we all have to do away from the table. I mean, I don't know. That's way too convoluted for me. Let's move tables. What does that even mean? What are we trying to do here? Apparently there's a third table. Kind of confused. I don't know why we moved to a third table. I don't know why we're moving tables. Whatever. Give me a second, everybody. We're going to another table. I'm not really sure why. All right, well, whatever. We're doing it. How did the microphone get unplugged? Jesus H. All right. All right. All right. Don't they realize I am super duper confused and I'm trying my best to stream here? I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're doing it. We have one table of 7-2 offsuit game. Jonathan, 7-2 offsuit game. How in the world am I ever going to remember that? You got to be a sport, right? Here's how we're going to do our best to remember it. 7-2-0 game. Exclamation point, 100 exclamation points. All right. We're fine. We're fine. Jack 8 suited. Normally 2 loose to raise, but I don't care. We raise, we get 3-bet, obviously. We'll try to flop. Well, not really playing this to fold it. We flop poorly. Fold. Fine. Aces. Great. 7-2 offsuit game. 7-2 offsuit game. Mario's going to keep the tab and tell us who loses later. Great. All right, whatever. We'll do our best. I don't really like the 7-2 offsuit game, honestly, because I don't naturally think to play the 7-2 offsuit game. In live poker, I feel like it's kind of easier to remember. But like right now I'm playing 2 tables, right? And inevitably I will just straight up forget. I will just straight up forget. And also, there's enough action for me anyway. Now, poor Mario's only on 1 table. So Mario's bored. I get the Mario's bored. But I'm not bored. I'm streaming on a little laptop. Let's try to win some hands. Okay, what are we thinking in this game? I'm thinking we're going to try to play good, solid GTO poker, mixing in 7-2 offsuit. That will not really impact my strategy whatsoever beyond we'll play the 7-2 offsuit, so we're going to be slightly bluff heavy. And I don't care. I think, if anything, it's okay to be slightly bluff heavy for Jonathan Little. How many reloads are we prepared to reload? Well, I have about 30,000 bucks in the account. So I guess 6? I guess I could always add on if necessary. Is there a sign-up code? If you go to pokercoaching.com/freeroll and use the link, there will be like a tag in the URL that will be there if you use the link. It's never failed for me. And it'll work. And from there, you do not need to enter any sort of code. Facing 2.5 big blind raise will defend pretty wide. 6-4 suited is definitely good enough. We could 3-bet if we felt like getting splashy. We get pair. Pair is good enough. Check call. Note, Jonathan, it's not just 7-2 suited, it's any 7-2. Please don't fold the 7-2 for fun. Please don't fold the 7-2 like an idiot, especially on the stream. King turn is neat. We have the best hand a decent amount of the time. This is a spot where I gotta presume Grazzi's gonna blast it a lot. Should we value bet river? Probably. It's close. Whatever. I'll just check. Give Gazzy the chance to bet. Check. Okay, we won. That's the spot where maybe we should value bet small. Oh, look over here. We get $30 to our account. They have deposit bonuses on CoinPoker, for those who are unaware. They also have 35% rakeback. 35% rakeback, deposit bonuses. If you use pokercoaching.com/freeroll, a weekly $2,000 free roll. We're giving away $6,000 so far over the last few weeks. I don't really know what more you all want. We're going to race the 3 big blinds today. Maybe you could do smaller. Maybe you could do bigger. I definitely recommend taking notes, especially if you're going to play with the same people on a regular basis. I don't know how often I'm going to get to play this game, but I do plan on playing it every week for the next 2 weeks at least, while I'm currently away on Hollywood. I'm just reading over here. Hollywood Don. While I'm currently away on vacation. I'm on a vacation with the wife and kids. I try to take most of August off. It's a decent thing to do. Off. By the way, off for me means only being in putting out fire mode. I make lots of YouTube content before I leave for this trip. I make lots of poker coaching content before I leave. My team handles almost all the issues, so that is good. Speaking of good, we have the Jack and the Jack. The Jack and the Jack is excellent. I'm over here trying to figure out how I want to do the hotkeys to change from table to table. I taught my son Thomas how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb on the piano today. My son Thomas knows the whole song. I taught him 2 years ago. And I taught my son Thomas, the little one, today how to do Mary Had a Little Lamb. He really doesn't want help with anything. He actively hates getting help, which is neat to see. James doesn't mind getting help, but Thomas hates getting help. But I convinced him. Let me just teach you. Mary had a little lamb. And he did it. He really wanted to do bump, 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 bump. I got him. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we get check raise small. 9-8-2. Small check raise is cool. I don't know why they would check raise small on this very dynamic board. Am I supposed to just blast it in? I don't know. It sucks when we get jammed because we're going to be in pretty rough shape. I'm going to call and try to not fold. We really don't want a spade on the turn. A spade's pretty bad. This is the best spade, but it's still not great because a lot of the draws will be flush draws and straight draws. And this just nailed both of those. Especially since it's unlikely they have Jack 10 because I have the Jacks. Right? That said, we'll call again. And I'm not really trying to fold the river. I'm definitely not trying to fold the river now. If they check river, I think I'm just going to shove. Or maybe I'm supposed to bet small. This might be a cool spot to bet small because I want to induce a bluff, right? Yeah, I got to bet small if they check river. I'll go like 12 or something. Maybe 8. 8 is obviously not a GTO bet. It's probably just a stupid bet. I think it looks like we're going for thin value with maybe a jack or maybe an overpair. And it may induce a shove as a bluff every once in a while. Maybe that's just 2 face up. I'm not sure. Cool spot, though. I've already forgot about the 7-2 game over here, honestly. I've already forgot about the 7-2 game. So that's fun. 7-2 game, 7-2 game, 7-2 game. Yeah, I need a sticky note is what I need. The problem is I'm in this Airbnb now. I don't have anything. I don't have any sticky notes. You know what I do have, though, in my handy-dandy backpack, I have a highlighter. I'm going to put the highlighter, right on the computer in front of this. In front of this table. And maybe that will help me remember it. Why would I have a highlighter in front of this table? Because of the 7-2 game, obviously. Why else would it be there? Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm not on a Mac where I have a sticky note. We just call Queen Jack suited on the button. You know, well, whatever. Call, re-raise. Oh, we get 3-bet. All right. Small 3-bet. Smallish 3-bet. I'm not going to fold Queen Jack suited. It's a great hand. I'll spin the wheel. Oh my gosh, this is the worst spin of the wheel because we have a pair and draw. We've seen Sam 3-bet low cards. We've seen Sam 3-bet the nuts. Obviously, I can't really go around folding this, and I'm not sure I'm going to fold on the turn either. 10's a cool card. If Sam just like rips it in, I guess I fold. If Sam checks, I'm thrilled to just check. Yeah, let's just check. Probably call a river bet on most rivers, maybe any river. I think turn check is generally weak. 15 big blinds on the river is annoying because this could just be a king, right? I think we have to call, though, because it could also just be nonsense. We're going to call, but I expect to lose a lot. Pot odds, right? And ace-king. Glad we didn't get stacked. I can sign for just not getting stacked there. Because if they bet medium or normal on the turn, I certainly can't fold, I don't think. Also, we're playing 7-2 games, so that should make you more inclined to call. I'm going to try to take some notes today. Don't know if it's going to be relevant or not. It's good to see 15 big blind bet, though, right? Because if you call that spot, let's say, 10 times over the next 5 sessions, which, you know, Sam's been in this weekend, last week's game, and they show literally same thing every time, you can start maybe overfolding in that spot, maybe not. Are they saying something to me over here? I'm so scatterbrained, everybody. You ran into quads 3 times over the last 3 days. Yeah, get used to it. Sometimes it happens, especially in online poker, because you play a lot more hands online than you do live. Raise 7, small blind call. Small blind call is interesting. Small blind call should be a pretty linear range of just good stuff. We can still bet flop, though. If we get called, we don't love it, but also if they fold, that's fine, too. Right? Just deny equity. I'm sure I'm going to have to bluff it off with the 7-2 offsuit at some point today. That's going to be a real treat. Am I streaming? Is this thing working? If this thing is working, do me a favor. Click the like button down there. Click the subscribe button. Head over to pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Get in the free roll. Look, I'll defend this Jack 7 offsuit. I don't love it, but you know, we're playing a game with a big ante. This person literally just complaining about getting unlucky. By the way, I'm going to give you all a tip about poker. If you complain about getting unlucky, and that's how your brain thinks, you're not thinking in a way that's going to make you win at poker. I think a much better way to think about poker and life in general is that everything is your fault. Now, certainly, when you get unlucky, don't worry about it. But at the same time, if it really negatively impacts you in your life, you're probably playing too big. And, well, that's your fault, right? It's your fault when you play too big. All right, we 3-bet the ace-10. We get this flop. This is not a great flop for me at all, but I think we can just go small and maybe keep bluffing turns sometimes. I don't know. Obviously not a great flop. Maybe we're supposed to just check fold with no backdoor draw, no backdoor clubs, spades, hearts, whatever. We get raised immediately. Weird spot to raise immediately. This is probably super bluff heavy if I had to guess. The question is would you do anything about it? I would not do anything about it this time. But if you gave me like king, queen, I'd probably just rip it in. Queen 10, I'd rip it in. I don't know, something like that. Whatever, we'll fold this one. They have 8 and 8, as you can see. Very weak. Good to know. Good to know. Definitely take notes on stuff like that because, again, I'm not going to say that it's definitively accurate or anything like that, but It is relevant, right? If you see stuff like that over and over, you can certainly start taking notes and think smallish raises in position are for marginal value. And you can just like rip it in, queen, king, queen 10, stuff like that. And call with stuff like a jack, right? And just never fold. We're going to play for about 2 hours today. We're about an hour and a half in. We might play longer than 2 hours. I don't even know. Last week I had to bail out early because I had plans. This week I don't have plans lined up at all. So that's good. 7-4 suited. Do we 3-bet this against James Crypto for fun? I think I will. Will I? No, I'm not. I wasn't going to. I was thinking about it. But I think it's probably that's just too crazy. That's just too crazy. I mean, like if we had 7-5 suited, maybe. Good thing we didn't do it, huh? Need to see James Crypto potting it sometimes with 8s and blasting it in. Raising small sometimes. Is this a cash game or a tournament? This is a real cash game. We are playing. 25.50 no limit hold'em with a $10 ante. I'm in for $5,000, maybe more. All right, morbid raises. We can call or 3-bet. Let's just call. Whatever. This is the 7-2 offsuit table. Again, not that it matters that much. So far, I can't even tell if anybody's won with 7-2. I don't even know. If I win, I'm going to definitely note it. I can tell you that. All right, Sam re-raises. I will call Sam in position. Will I? I'm such a sucker for pot odds, everybody. 10 to win 28, sign me up. Spin the wheel. Oh, God. Top, second pair, flush draw. Second pair, backdoor flush draw is pretty much the nuts. We will call and pray he does not blast the turn. Oh, gosh. Well, now we certainly can't fold. Maybe I'm supposed to fold. Maybe I'm supposed to fold, but I'm not going to. Ace and ace. King and 7, come on. Come on, king and 7. All right, look, we got the nut low turn there. To get stacked. Maybe hard to be up today. When you get the nut low turn to stack off, you can't really go around folding. If the opponent's 3-betting the king 7, you can't really go around folding. I'm okay with that one. A-okay with that one. Sometimes you get stacked. Timing was interesting. Probably not the most precise note. I haven't taken notes online in quite a while. But if we're going to be playing this game on a regular basis, you definitely want to take notes. That's a spot where like maybe they have 7-2 sometimes. Like 7-2, 2 of hearts or something. That could be fine. Obviously, we're going to be against an ace a lot. So look, in that spot, the thing is like worst case, we're something like 25-ish%. And we only need to be 33% to win based on pot odds, right? So like worst case, we're 25-ish%. So Charlie Carroll says, good luck, Jonathan. Well, thank you. As soon as you said good luck, I got stacked. Charlie Carroll plays on CoinPoker a lot. Make sure you check out his channel. Currently, we're down $5,000, give or take. But that's fine. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Look, in that spot, anytime you're like 33%, I'm sorry, 25% at worst, and at best, you're just smashing them, you kind of got to find a call. Now, of course, given they do 3-bet 5-4 suited and stuff like that, maybe we are just dead or drawing very thin sometimes. But I'm not sure. I think it's a spot where calling is probably just fine when you get the heart turn. Had your biggest tournament win, says John Thunder today. Happy to hear it. If you all are new here, by the way, make sure you get in the giveaway. We're giving away 5% whatever I win today. It's probably going to be $0. Given we're already stuck 5K. Real USDT. That said, we could win. Also, make sure you check out pokercoaching.com/free roll. We have a $2,000 free roll. If you sign up with that link every single week for the next year, make sure you get in it. 10-8 suited is pretty good. We'll certainly raise up any suited gapper from any position within reason. Probably not the 5-3 from every position. Over here we have some action. Raise and just rip for 100 big blinds. Good to note. Either way. Ace and ace. Good to note. All right, raise to get 3-bet. We have ace-5 suited. Get 4-bet. All right, what do we want to shove as a bluff? This is too weak, of course. I think we just want to be really strong here, just like aces, kings, maybe queens, maybe ace, king, ace, queen. It's fine. Even though this game is relatively loose and splashy, we haven't seen a ton of 4-bet bluffs, right? So we just want to be pretty strong there. This is a 7-2 table. Can't discount the 7-2 table. Has anyone won with 7-2 yet? I do not think so. Where's Tony G? I don't know. Probably partying. CoinPoker does have a lot of tournaments on Sunday. Today is Sunday. I cannot play the tournaments because I'm currently on a vacation. I have to hang out with my wife and kids. But they do have a lot of tournaments on Sunday. They're ramping up the other days slowly but surely. Sunday is definitely tournament day on CoinPoker, so if you like tournaments, that's for you. Gazzy has the 7-2. LOLs. It's a good site. You love playing on it. I like playing on it too. Look, I played on CoinPoker a decent amount at this point over the last, 6 months or so, and it's been a lot of fun. Ace and Jack offsuit. We will raise it up. Man, this 7-2 game is a disaster for me. I shouldn't be doing that. Not that you can do anything about it, because what are you going to say, no? All right. Small 3-bet. It's pretty cool. Small 3-bet always screen. Look, like in spots like this, I'm always thinking, what do my bluffs want to be, right? Because that is very relevant. What should my bluffs be in this spot? And if you're just like automatically calling because it's just an auto call, then I think you're probably doing it wrong. You always want to consider, what should I bluff here? And I don't think ace jack is it. We get the top pair. That's great. Check, or check bet small flop. We obviously got a call. We're not really trying to fold at any point. Jonathan Jaffe is making a lot more content at pokercoaching.com. We just had him agree to make at least a few more videos. Check it out. We're going to check call again, obviously. And I'm not really folding the river. It's going to suck if he jams it. River's really unfortunate because now we chop with an ace. We lose to ace king, of course. Maybe I'm supposed to lead river? Oh, that'd be kind of weird because we just run into aces and kings sometimes. You really just don't want to face this shove here because I think it's a nice spot to consider a shove because they will have some eights, right? And I probably don't have a ton. They had the queen 10 offsuit though, so that's good. How many more webinars can you expect from Jonathan Jaffe? As many as he wants to make. Last night, Jonathan Jaffe's webinar was amazing. Yeah, I love Jonathan Jaffe. Probably one of my favorite poker players. How much money is at stake? I don't know. Well, I currently have $5,000 on this table. $7,000 on this table. I've already lost $5,000 on this table because I made second pair and a flush draw. Second pair and a flush draw is going to stack me every time. Tipsy says they always win and never lose. Well, that's lucky. If you always win and never lose, it means you never win and you never lose. Those are different. It's very important to get in the arena. getting in the arena is vitally important to succeed at life in any competitive endeavor. A lot of people love to talk. Talk is cheap, in my opinion. John says your Poker Coaching premium membership has been paying dividends. Yep. Good. Glad to hear it. Is this apple juice or whiskey? This is rosé wine. We are in upstate New York right now. Having our weekly rosé wine. I had a coffee today. I've had no caffeine for the last week. I've had no alcohol for the last week. Actually, that's not true. I went to a dinner the other day on Wednesday, and they did not have the regular menu. They only had a bar menu and a pasta menu, but the pasta menu came with a glass of wine. Who am I to say no to that? So I have had one glass of wine in the last week. Every year, we come up to upstate New York in an undisclosed location, and I get sober as a goat, as sober as I'm going to get throughout the year. I think it's good to detox, especially on caffeine. Well, look, it's not like I'm drinking all the time or anything. So if I was an alcoholic, you obviously need to get sober off alcohol. But for me, when I play poker a lot, like I do during the World Series of Poker, or like we're going to Vegas in a few weeks to play the Poker Masters, I'm probably going to drink a lot of caffeine. And it's very important to make sure that you make it stay potent, right? And if you're drinking it all the time, it will inevitably lose its potency. So the first 3 or 4 days up here, I was a zombie. And that was not good. But now I feel pretty great. I woke up today, happy as can be, ready to go. I did have a cup of coffee today because we got to be on. We got to be playing the 7-2 game over here. And, well, feeling pretty awesome. Is Ace-5 suited a GTO bluff against a raise and a 3-bet? I don't know. Look it up. You think I'm trying to play GTO here? You really think I'm trying to play GTO in this streamer game? I would think that Ace-5 suited is not a shove, but I could be wrong. You know these players. I played with Sam Jazzykins last week. I played with Morbid Aurora last week. I played with Mario Mosbock last week. I played with Gazi last week. Do I remember anything they did? No. And I recognize that very quickly into the session that I don't remember what any of these people did last week. So, therefore, I'm taking notes today. Does CoinPoker have Zoom? I do not think they have Zoom, although I don't actually know. Let's take a look at the lobby. Do they actually have Zoom? I have no idea. No, they don't have Zoom. That said, I'm going to tell you. Zoom is really bad for you. Because the edges are incredibly low. The edges are incredibly small at Zoom Poker on pretty much every site. The good players smash the game super fast. That makes the games tough. The fish quit, and that makes the game bad. Raise from Sam, we'll call. A7 suited. I would definitely recommend you play normal, quote-unquote, slow tables. Just play more normal slow tables than a huge amount of Zooms. I think that's definitely the play. It's definitely ideal. As opposed to doing that. Why is CoinPoker quote-unquote legal, whereas its other sites are not? CoinPoker, you play with crypto. You do not use dollars. You do not use the bank system. None of that. Raise, call, 3-bet, call. I guess we will call. Spin the wheel. Give me the nuts, please. We get gut shot, backdoor flush draw. That's pretty good. Probably not going to fold to a flop bet. Meanwhile, over here, I've turned to flush. I suppose I'll check raise James. And I will check raise again on the river. Looks like I have a king, or a queen, or a 10. And if they have a jack, they might pay. How much will they pay with the jack? 1,900? Sure. Meanwhile, over here, we do get called by presumably a jack. Jack and jack. Good. We're going to call. Try to spike. We do not spike. And we get $30 deposit bonus. What more do we want in life? We're getting deposit bonus. We're getting value. I'm trying to think I'm supposed to lead this. If this was not a heart, if it's just like a brick 4, I'm probably supposed to lead. Maybe not. I don't know. Multi-way pots are tough. I'm obviously done with the hand now, though. Now, do we bluff this? Do we bluff this? I think I'm supposed to be all in. I'd love to have a heart. Ugh. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it? I do it. I gotta do it here. I gotta do it. I mean, this is maybe just bad three ways. I'm not sure. I would rather have a heart, obviously. I'd rather have a heart. But in Streamer Game, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Bitcoin Boy is probably going to tank and call with ace and ace and just wreck me. Stack me again. Stack me to tears. Stack me to tears. Are they going to wait 5 minutes and then call? Don't wait 5 minutes because I only have a 5-minute delay on the stream. Have a drink of your drink. Enjoy life no matter what. We're only shoving for roughly pot. Can we get through Sam? Please? Wow, ace jack. Ugh, fuck. Sam's going to call. Sam has an easy call. Ah! Woo! We might end up today after all. Matumba. Oh, the good old days. Says Ghazi. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, in Atlantic City, I played blackjack with Ghazi. And I was out of my mind. All right, we got to call James Crypto with the ace-king. Can I fold the ace-king? No, we got to call. Oh, gosh. Okay. Is Sam ever on tilt? Just massive tilt and calling with nothing. Sometimes, maybe. James has like a very good range, right? I think we're supposed to fold. We gotta fold. It's close, but I think we gotta fold. All right. I think in that spot, Sam's gonna have a lot of good hands. Never just nothing, right? And James is gonna have aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens, nines, maybe ace, king, ace, queen. That's probably a close spot. Maybe I'm supposed to just call. This is not the 7-2 offsuit table, so we can kind of discount the snap all in with the 8-6. I think we're going to be running into an ace-king a lot from one of the two players, and the other one's going to have a pair a lot, and that's not a good spot for me. Anyway, I fold. Fold like a net. We just bluff it off three ways with the 8-7, and then we fold the ace-king, figure that one out. If you're enjoying today's show, do me a favor. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. Hope you're having a great day. We are playing for real dollars today. I have no clue if I'm up or down. Probably down. We did get stacked earlier when I made a pair and a flush draw. We just got a bluff through with nothing. Three ways. I don't try to bluff too often, but when I do, it's with not a good blocker. Why no heads-up display? Because they don't allow heads-up displays on CoinPoker. I actually love that they don't allow heads-up displays on CoinPoker because that makes people like me a bit disadvantaged compared to normal. I am really good at playing a bunch of tables with a heads-up display. I am not so good at playing and paying attention to multiple tables at a time without a heads-up display. And I think you need to make it hard for players like me who can just lean on the numbers and do what the numbers say. So that's why no heads-up display. Oh my God. Cold call, huh? Look, I'm going to fold this. So look, I raise under the gun, 7-handed. This should be a very strong range. This should be a strong 3-bet. Cold call, I don't know what's happening here, but we're just going to fold. Get me out. Get me out. I'm clearly playing tight and locking up a win. I folded the ace-king pre-flop. I folded the king-queen pre-flop. Locking up a win. Can I quit? Can I quit? Offsuit hands are really bad multi-way. For those who do not know, make sure you study good, strong, fundamentally sound poker strategies. I have a training site, pokercoaching.com, that will teach you to make these nitty folds. Clearly, I shouldn't have that time because he had the king 4 suited. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Loose-ish 3-bet. Good to know. Be 4-betting way more often now. Got a fun one over here. 7 deuce. That's not fair. If you make trips, you should not get paid on the 7 deuce, in my opinion. Oh yeah, click the like and subscribe button. If you want to get some money, head over to pokercoaching.com/freeroll. We have a $2,000 free roll tomorrow. We're giving away literally $2,000. No joke. This week, next week, the week after that. I streamed the first 2 weeks. Matt Affleck streamed last week. There will be no stream this week. But then the next week, we're going to actually change the time to the weekend. And I think Justin Saliba, one of the absolute best poker players in the world, is going to be streaming. Do we get to see his hand? Gosh, I don't pay attention. Queen Jack. Fine. Thank goodness Mario's over here keeping track of this stuff, because I have no clue about this 7-2 game. Did my chat die? If you're in the chat, say hello. Man, they are blasting it today. Incredible bluff. Okay, it is working. Corey Weeks, hello, good morning. Hope you're all having a great day. The viewers are keeping a tab, oh god. Viewers for sure saw me win 7x with 7-2. Oh my god, now Gazzy's saying they won 1-2. This is a disaster. Maybe CoinPoker can program in the 7-2 game. They're just going to like send me a tab. You owe $3,000 to somebody. That's going to be great. Talking over here. 9-8 suited. We could certainly 3-bet this. I'm just going to call, though. How's the vacation? Vacation is great. This flop is great. We will check raise. Bet immediately, huh? Chunky bet. We'll just go 14. Maybe 16, because the bet's kind of medium and the pots we're deep stacked. Obviously raise is big. Snap called. $32. Jam river for roughly pot. Yeah. We might even get jammed here. That sounds crazy, but we might. If the river's a club, I'm still going to shove. Heart's actually bad for me. I'd much rather just be an offsuit jack. And we're just going to get paid here every time, right? Please don't have a flush. Oh my god. All right. All right. Told you that was bad. Fun game, huh? Gosh, I might run out of money. How much money do I have left on this thing? 11,000 bucks left. How much do we have on the table? 14. 11 plus 14 is what? Brain can't work. 24. Fine, only down a little bit. Can't complain, only down a little bit. What a run out, huh? Let's take a look. Let's take a look for fun. For funsies. Where was it? How do I do this? I mean, obviously they played their hand fine. Raise, call pre-flop, call, check, raise, call, turn bet, call, river jam. Really didn't want that jack. Could see that a mile away. Anytime you flop the nuts and you backdoor a flush and your hand got worse, it's bad. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I went from a straight to a flush. No. What made me bluff that 8-7? The fact that it went check, check, check on the turn. When it goes check, check, check on the flush turn, you can kind of discount flushes from everybody's range, kind of. And stacks were kind of deep. I had nothing. I don't seem to win any pots. So sure, why not? A lot of people get sad when they get unlucky, when they make like flush against the flush, and they think, "Oh man, so unlucky. Site's rigged." Site's not rigged. That's just how poker works. You just don't get used to. You don't see it that often when you're playing live poker, or when you play one table at a time, or when you play slow games or whatever. These are nice, fast, action-paced games. God, we have to send more crypto. Can you imagine if I have to send them Bitcoin? That ace king fold, LOL. They could easily have ace queen or ace jack. I mean, ace queen maybe. Like the James Crypto could have had ace queen maybe. I mean, when Sam calls it, Sam just has to have something, right? Sam has to have something. I'm fine with the fold. You don't want to fold ace king that often. Like, it's not really a spot you're trying to fold, but assuming the opponents play well at all, when two people want to get it all in, ace king is not the nuts. Free rolls have been a ton of fun. I'm glad to hear it. That's what we're going for. Jack 6 suited. That's exactly what we need. We get a almost good hand. We're going to face a small bet here a lot. I think we're supposed to call, maybe raise. Is the hand bad enough to raise? Probably. Probably. I think we raise. I don't know. This might be a little bit loose. This might be a little bit loose. You know, whatever. How bad could it be? We do have weekly $2,000 free rolls. Check it out at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. We get clicked. Oh, God. I'm so tempted to just re-raise. Would it be just so punty? I'm just going to fold. I'm just going to fold and be a good boy. Just fold, Jonathan. Just fold. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. That's fun. You can't see my chat in CoinPoker, by the way. I don't know how to see your chat. Oh, kings. I didn't know you could get a good hand. Raise and 3-bet. Make it 28 because we're kind of deep. Looks like Sam is talking to himself from your perspective. I have no clue what that means, Charlie. This is a great spot for kings. Looks like I'm tilting my brains out. Now, if I get stacked here for 200 big blinds, that's certainly annoying. But such is life. I do not mind if I get stacked here. Obviously, you cannot care. Bitcoin Boy giving it some thought. Can you imagine Bitcoin Boy tanks and then rips it in? I mean, that's got to be so strong. Can you imagine using all your time bank here with aces? That guy looks so strong. Ugh. Obviously, we're calling. Hopefully, it's just like queens or ace king. It is aces. No jacks. Can we hold against jacks? Wow, we lose everything on this board. Okay. One of those days, huh? We lose to literally every hand on this board. What do we beat? Do we beat anything by the river? Let's take a look. We beat tens. Which probably folds. Oh, goodness. Fun times. At least this game only happens once a week, so we can't get too torched. Queen jack suited. We could 3-bet. We could call. Do whatever you want. At least we beat tens. That's cool. Mario uses nice chunky 3-bet size. Look, I gotta presume Mario's playing well, right? Given Mario plays well, should we ever fold this? No, probably not. We'll call. Let's try to flop the nuts again. All right, we got a top pair. Do we ever just check raise it and get it in? Probably. Probably. Given they could have ace, king, ace, queen, king, queen. Definitely an annoying spot. Are we really gonna get stacked again? We're gonna run out of money. Thought I had plenty of money with 30K on the site. 10,000 bucks left. All right. We get nut low ace. Man, that's like really the nut low ace. We get ace king over here too. All right, well, we're gonna play some Texas style. I think I would have check shoved against any medium bet on the Jack 10-7, which you can kind of expect to happen a lot. But we are a river of Jack. Do I check and check shove? Probably. Over here, we will. Very smaller jam. I think I'm supposed to jam. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Ace King's a hand that really likes to rip it all in. We get the fold. Okay. Mario giving a lot of thought over here. I don't know what Mario's doing. Mario bet 17. Can we get called by worse? Can we get called by worse if we shove? Jack's going to bet the flops. We're not worried about that. 9-8 may check it. Will an ace call? Will Mario call with an ace? Will Mario call with an ace? Probably. Probably. We block king, queen, which is great. This might be too thin to shove. I'm not sure. I'm going to shove it, though. As long as we don't just get snap, snap, snapped, it's probably okay. Mario knows I've been unlucky as... Can we say dog shit on this channel? Dog shit. So far. So, maybe this is a spot where we do get called lighter than normal. But I think it's fine spot to check. If we bet, we're just going to get called by, like, ace-x, right? But by checking, we get some bluffs to bluff. And maybe if he does have ace-king or ace-queen, he finds hero call. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he never calls with worse. You got to be careful shoving for, like, kind of thin value, and if they may literally never call with worse, which maybe is the case. All right, raise from Sam. We're going to try to flop nuts. Please just give me the nuts and don't let it lose this time. We get 3-bet, which is fine. It's fine because we can still call and just try to make set. I want Sam to call. I want me to call. I want it to come anything with a 6. I don't care. And then we'll win all the money. I do not want Sam to jam. Sam calls. Okay. I feel like the 6 is coming given how today has come because I've made a lot of really good hands. Let's make another one. Okay. I'll sign. If we lose to the 7-5 or the ace-ace or the queen-jack or the 9-7, that is fine. I mean, Bitcoin Boy's definitely going to bet, right? It's a great spot to bet everything because you really only are in bad shape against sets. Do we call or do we jam? Let's just jam. I don't want to call because there's a lot of bad cards for like pocket jacks, right? I mean, we're going to snap call by any sort of overpair. I think I'm okay with shoving. I mean, like, yeah, they're just going to fold out overcards, but I'm not sure they're going to bluff overcards anyway. Maybe we shouldn't have shoved. Maybe we should have just called. I don't know. I kind of felt like Bitcoin Boy should be super strong there. Pre-flop? Obviously, they have ace-king, ace-queen, whatever, but ace-king, ace-queen, whatever is not going to put in much money anyway unless they get there. And it may not even bet the flop. So I don't know. Maybe that's too straightforward. With exactly top set, right? Exactly top set's a very good hand. Am I ever going to get dealt 7-2? I have not been dealt any 7-2s. Wrong table for the 7-2. Played it like a set. Yes. I had set. I lose by river though, prob. Oh, gosh. Fun game, huh? It's Somebody posted the other day on Twitter that they only play short sessions because if they're up for a while, they're eventually going to get coolered. And you got to realize, coolers are kind of reciprocal, right? Like that Sam Jazzikins hand where I had flush against flush. Everybody gets stacked when they make flush against flush. And that's fine. Doesn't matter. But a lot of people think, oh, that's unlucky. I got screwed or coolered or whatever. No. I don't know if I play the 10-7 suited from early position, but if I play whatever, any other heart hand, I'm going to play it exactly the same, right? And once you realize that a lot of these spots are reciprocal, where we both lose the same amount, then it becomes a question more of like, who's slowly stacking up? And so far, we've done an okay job. We just lost 3 all-ins. We made pair and flush draw and lost. We made kings against tens and lost, or kings against jacks and lost. And we made flush against flush and lost. And that's fine. You can't worry about those spots. And to be fair, I probably don't even lose the jacks. I would have folded the jacks when it goes raise, 3-bet, 4-bets. I would have folded the jacks there. So we wouldn't have lost that one, which is good. Well, whoa. Don't knock the computer. Did I kill my... No, I did not kill it. We don't lose that one, so that's good, right? So I wouldn't have gotten in bad there. I wouldn't have gotten a lot of money in bad with the 10-7 suited because I would have folded it pre-flop. So that's good there. And what was the other one? The pair and flush draw hand, that was an annoying spot where maybe I could have found some like nitty fold pre-flop, but I don't think so. I don't think so. What is Sam doing? When I'm playing on Airbnb internet, I'm always just hyper paranoid that we are going to lose connection. So we should be limping a lot from small blind in a game with a big ante. And when we do get raised, we are going to want to call a lot. We're not going to be re-raising very often. We want to re-raise just good, strong linear range. Like 8s and better, or suited high cards. But you can call stuff like King 9 offsuit. 4.4 is a little big, but I don't mind. We will check call, flop, for sure. You do want to fold out stuff like King 6 offsuit, Queen 8 offsuit, stuff like that. We will check call every, or limp and call every Jack 10, so that's good. We have all the nuts, which is nice. Whatever. We check and call. 10's awful. 10 of spades is particularly awful. We do have a giveaway. You're probably going to get given away $0 today. But we do have a giveaway at twitter.com/Jonathan Little. Check it out. You get 5% of whatever I win today. I'm currently down, I don't know, $12,000, give or take. That's nice. Probably not going to get up, but you never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. Would I ever make a video on how to set up crypto wallets? You're still oblivious to how this stuff works. I am sure CoinPoker has some sort of video out there that explains how to put money on their site. Nice commentary for a table you can't see. Well, my bad. Again, I'm new to streaming multiple tables at a time when it comes to actually moving back and forth between the two. But hey, if you all tell me you need a video on how to deposit money, I'll do it. I'll do it. Why not? I'll actually. Well, look. So I can't really show you. I can't show you. I'll do it. I'll do it whenever I get back home. It's gonna take two or 3 weeks, but I should obviously make a video on that. It's a good thing to do. Good idea. I think CoinPoker must have something though. If they don't, then that's a huge oversight. Sam Jazzikins is just smashing us today. Currently up about $25,000 on this table. And over here, up $5,000, maybe. I mean, maybe Sam got stacked a time or two. Who knows? But Sam crushing us. Sam crushing not us, more so Sam crushing me. So that's cool. See the knockout series on CoinPoker this week. Yes, they have a ton of great tournaments. Jonathan the Great, you were so unlucky playing really good. I mean, look, I don't really care about luck. So that's nice. I think it's important to not care about luck. If you care about luck, you're not going to make it. I'm just here having a good time losing all my money. Like I said, we are on our laptop streaming setup. I may screw things up. Please forgive me. We have a $2,000 free roll tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to change the time next week to be on the weekend. Not tomorrow's, but the week after that. So make sure you check out that. I believe Justin Saliba is going to be streaming it next week. World-class poker player. Poker coaching coach extraordinaire. One of my absolute favorite poker players in the world. I'm excited to see him when I get back to Vegas in September. I'll be playing the Poker Masters at the Poker Go Studio in September. Excited for that. But yeah, he's going to be streaming it, I believe, next Sunday. But tomorrow, we have a $2,000 free roll at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can get in it if you sign up to CoinPoker at pokercoaching.com/CoinPoker. Check it out. My mental game is miles ahead of yours. I mean, look, I think everyone out there should ask themselves, why do I care when/if I lose? Because at the end of the day, does it really matter? Sure, it's going to be annoying if I have to reload this CoinPoker account after today. But at the same time, I'm not going to go hungry. Maybe that's the difference, right? I'm not going to go hungry if I lose. It's very important to make sure you practice proper bankroll management. Once you understand, to win at poker, you only have to do 3 things. You have to find a game you can beat. Can I beat this game? Obviously not today. Can you play it a lot? Well, not really. I can only play it for a few hours every week. Well, that's not good either. Do I keep a proper bankroll? Yes. I've done number 3. I'm not sure if I can beat the game, and I'm not sure if I can play it a lot. But I've done the other 2. And if you find a game you can beat, and you can play it a lot, and you can keep a proper bankroll, or very importantly, just keep a proper bankroll and expect to have an edge, then it doesn't matter that much. I'll give you an even better example. I play a home game that runs for 6 hours, 1 day per month. And it is about 10 times the size of this. And that's a little big for me. It's a little big. It's starting to get a little big. And if you, I mean, look, at the end of the day, if I win the game that day, I'm going to have a good month. If I lose the game that day, I'm going to have a bad month. But I don't really care, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? I realize we're still properly bankrolled. This is a very long-term thing. We will have big downswings. We will have big upswings. And, I mean, to be fair, I've been fortunate to win most of the time, so that's good. But I could have easily lost. And that's okay. I'll give you a good example. The other day, first hand of the day, I get pocket jacks. I raise it up. $600. We get 3-bet to 2,000. We get jammed for 20,000. You can only buy 20. I call. I get called. I have jacks against the 69 versus the king 8. And the king 8 wins, and I get stacked. And you rebuy and you keep playing, right? We're not leaving. But like, that's an example of a spot where I'm happy to run it all day, every day, right? Even though, you know, we're going to lose some chunk at the time. 3-bet this one? Or just call? 3-bet it. I've been nitty. Haven't been nitty, just haven't had any hands. But yeah, it's a spot where, like, you know, you just got to be happy to run it over and over and over and over and over again. Rough flop. I think we can bet. I mean, a jack or an 8's pretty good. Please just fold. Snap called instead. I was going to say, like, call pocket 6s with a spade. Maybe. Maybe. Do we ever bluff? I don't think we need to bluff this one. I mean, maybe we're supposed to bluff. I don't know. Whatever. Fold. I have nothing. King and jack. Drawing dead. Hey, at least I got 30 bucks rake back. You can click on the tab at the top to pull up both tables at once. Click on the tab at the top. What does that even mean? Click on the tab at the top. Both tables are up. I have them on either side of my screen. You're only seeing one. The other one's over here. I'm trying to stream them such that I don't have both of them on the side of the screen, because then they're both small. I obviously don't have a layout set up for this right now. I didn't know I was going to play 2 tables until yesterday. King and 4 suited. That's pretty good. I obviously know how to play 2 tables at the same time. Come on, everybody. I'm just bad at streaming 2 tables at the same time on my laptop. Man, Sam Jazzykins is crushing our faces today. The only one up. Look at this table. Sam has all the money. Sam stacked me twice, and I guess other people 3 or 4 times. Good for Sam. I'm happy for Sam. On the other table, nobody's up either. Ugh, is Uggs playing a lot of hands? Not really, right? What's my Twitch handle? You're literally watching me on Twitch. I'm just going to fold. Whatever. All right. Queen Jack offsuit. Good to know. It's fine to fold. They're pushing me around, but at least I'm getting $30 in rake back. Got King 7. I guess I'll play the King 7. I don't really love the King 7, but it's what I am dealt. So we'll try it. Against the Rays, we'll fold. Thanks for the free lesson. You're very welcome. If you want free lessons, if you don't know how to play poker very well, if you're new to poker, I know some of you here are new to poker, check out pokercoaching.com/fundamentals. I've literally made a completely free 3-hour-long course that will teach you from being not good to pretty good. All right, 10-7 offsuit. Excited to get back to Vegas. Haven't played any poker since the World Series of Poker, besides this game and the home game I played that I mentioned earlier. And I'm ready to get back to the grind. The Poker Masters is coming up. You can win a purple jacket. It's exactly what I need to wear to the club, right? Don't you think it'd be cool to wear a purple jacket to the club that you did not buy, that you won as a trophy? One time I won a poker tournament. I went to the club that night, and I carried it in a giant bag because it was so heavy. It was the Storm-X trophy. It's like this big, and it's acrylic, and it's super duper heavy. It was fun. Anyway, it'd be way better to wear a jacket. So I need to win the purple jacket. I already won the Poker Go Cup this year. They have 3 major no-limit series at the Poker Go studio every year. The Poker Go Cup, the Poker Masters, and the, what's the other one called? They give an eagle. The U.S. Poker Open. And Aram Zobian, poker coach and coach, won the U.S. Poker Open. I won the Poker Cup. And if I win the Poker Masters, that would be amazing. We get the top set, we'll bet. Pray for some action. The problem is if you get action here, you're going to be against a bunch of draws. Let's keep betting the turn. I think 450 is reasonable. No, we'll do 600. 600 is reasonable. Whoa, I keep hitting the microphone. Don't hit the microphone, Jonathan. Don't hit the microphone. Queen and queen. Yeah, I got it. I got it one time. I've actually had it a lot today. They just all lost. You don't know how to deposit on the site. Well, good. Thank you all for letting me know this is a pain point for all of you. Believe it or not, depositing with crypto is actually super easy. You do need to go ahead. Look, I'll tell all of you, if you're American or from a place where Coinbase works, put some money on Coinbase. Between now and next week, put some money on Coinbase. Super easy. Probably you want to use a ledger or an Ethereum wallet. Okay, here's what you need to do. This is what I do. Go to Coinbase, buy Ethereum. Okay? Buy Ethereum. ETH. ETH. Go buy Ethereum for the amount you want to deposit. Then you're going to need to make a MetaMask account in your browser. Okay? You're not going to actually keep any money there, but you need to do that for the purposes of CoinPoker. You're going to make a MetaMask wallet. This is where you're going to do all of your actual transactions. Coinbase is going to put your money from USD to crypto. Your crypto is going to go from Coinbase to MetaMask. From there, you're just going to literally click the deposit tab on CoinPoker right here. Click where it says balance. Click that. You're going to want to click deposit. Deposit. This is going to be from your MetaMask account. Okay, you're not going to deposit from exchange. You're going to deposit from that MetaMask wallet. Whoops, don't move that, Jonathan. Don't move that. Then you're going to click here, go down to Ethereum, ETH. You're going to have your deposit bonus. You're going to enter your wallet account, your wallet. Then you're going to enter the amount you want to deposit. So like whatever, however much Ethereum it is. So say I wanted to one, that's going to be $2,600. So whatever it is. Then you're just going to literally use MetaMask to send it to this address. And that's it. The difficulty here is putting it in Coinbase. Get your money into Coinbase and make a MetaMask wallet. That's all you really need to do. We are going to try to make a 3. Goodness gracious, we made so many good hands today. I'm going to check raise him out of his seat and probably get action on this board too. You think you shouldn't treat each day as a session, but an entire year should be your session. Yeah, I agree. Kind of big bet. We'll just go big. We'll go 800 and get our money in. If we get jammed, obviously we're going to have a lot of equity, all right? We will get jammed here a lot by draws. Oh, good made hands, maybe, hopefully. Please just have aces and don't stack me. We have shown some draws and some total airball bluffs, so maybe we'll get credit sometimes. Not that time, though. Anyway, look. Make a Coinbase account. Put money in Coinbase. Once it's there, you're going to have to connect your wallet through Coinbase, which is going to be, it may take a day or two or whatever. Once it's there, send it to MetaMask. Once it's in MetaMask, send it to CoinPoker. That's how you get money in and out. Nice and easy. I'll make a video later. Can't do it when I'm traveling. You can see what a disaster this stream has been so far. Thank you all for being here, by the way. How much is the delay? Is it why? You want to get in my game and try to stream snipe me? It's a 2-second delay. Why don't you get in the game and come try to stream snipe me, okay? It's a 2-second delay. I'm giving away 5% of whatever I win today. Currently, I'm down a lot, so you're probably not going to get anything. Tomorrow, there's a $2,000 free roll. If you like money, if you like playing free roll tournaments that cost you no money, check out pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Sam equals David Viffer. Is Sam David Viffer? That would be something. David Viffer just wrecking my head. Let me Google it. Google is actually pretty good at finding this stuff. Probably won't. Sam Jazzykin, huh? Probably won't find it. Not that it matters. None of it matters, honestly. Just play some cards. Just play some cards. At the end of the day, just play some cards. Can you see it in big blinds? Oh, yeah. Well, whatever. Does it really matter, everybody? Some people like big blinds, some people don't. Who cares? Tony G won a $7.5 million pot? What? Doesn't even make... Oh, they were playing 1,000, 2,000 on CoinPoker the other day. That's cool. How hard can a pro like you crush the 10 cent, 25 cent games? I mean, look, rake is always a concern in all micro stakes games, small stakes games. So I don't know. I crushed it hard a while back. I did a bankroll challenge. That was not fun for me, but I made some money. Why is it a pain in the ass to withdraw? It's not. You literally just go through the process. And it's super duper easy. It's been easy for me. We raise the ace-10, we flop. Nothing. We're supposed to probably check a lot. Do I check raise this one? I think I want to check raise with 2 overcards, backdoor draws, some jacks. Let's keep checking this one. One of my friends is actually named Bitcoin Boy LV. That's so funny that this is a different Bitcoin boy. Maybe from Brazil, maybe not. Definitely not my friend, though. We're out of rosé. We need to restock. Oh, goodness. You remember that stream where I had a little bit too much rosé, let's say, and we started juggling, and I juggled, and I broke the glass, and it shattered all over the keyboard. That was a lot of fun. What did he have? Eights. Eights again. Eights have been my ruin. Sam wants to tell me poker hand. Look, Sam, I can barely pay attention right now at all. I'm trying to play the Deuce to 7 game, and I haven't been dealt it at all. I'm trying to make good hands. I've made a lot of them, but they've all lost. I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to survive at the moment. Last thing I can do is talk to you about your poker hand. Kraken has way cheaper fees than Coinbase. Okay, maybe it does. I don't know anything about Kraken. I know if you sign up for like Coinbase Pro or whatever it's called, the fees are minimal. As Corey says, at first it sounds complicated, but it's actually really easy. It actually is really easy. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it a time or two. It's actually not hard at all. I'm telling you, the easy way for Americans that I know how to do it, that's how you do it. Or just win our free roll. Go to pokercoaching.com/freeroll, win some money. First place is usually about $400 every week. And there you go. You have some money. Next free roll is literally tomorrow. Check it out at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Link's right up there. We'll fold the queen 2 against a raise. Jacks, how did that hand go down? You see that? That is relevant info right there. All right, let's see. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Please replay the hand. Please go replay it quicker. Raise, 3-bet, call. Gosh. Click, 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 click. Pop it in. Okay. You can also deposit directly from Coinbase. Okay, I don't know about that. I know exchanges are sometimes funny sending money from Coinbase to gambling sites, quote unquote. Anyway, fold here. That's fine. Easy fold with 7s here. We're going to be very, very dominated. Very, very, very dominated by one or both players. Obviously, they could have ace-king, but if you shove and get called, you just lose by to queens, right? So fine. Raise, lose 3 big blinds, move on with your life. One of my first big losses in poker, I was playing a $50 buy-in tournament, which was the biggest buy-in tournament I ever played. It was a live poker tournament at one of my friend's house. He ran a home game, and we played tiny stakes. And This is an easy fold, by the way. Don't call stuff like this multi-way. Heads up, you can, but not multi-way. I had read in some horrible poker book that pairs were always flips. I did not realize, though, that it meant against exactly ace-king and overcards. So I got it in with sevens, and I lost to aces for like, I don't know how many big blinds it was. It was probably such a bad play. It was probably like 200 big blinds or something. And I felt so stupid that day. I don't remember much as a 17-year-old kid or whatever I was, but I do remember losing with sevens against aces at this guy Sammy's house in this $50 buy-in tournament. One of my friends came. I got one of my friends invited to the game, and they had a cocktail waitress, and he ordered a milk. He ordered a milk. You ever see anybody order milk at a poker table? I haven't seen anybody order a milk before that or after that at the poker table. He got brought his milk, though. He got brought his milk. Anyway, I lost with sevens against aces, and I was like, that's not a flip at all. This poker book was a lie. It's important to make sure that you're consuming good, high quality poker content and not just nonsense. And unlike most spaces where you have to have half a clue about what you're writing, not in poker. In poker, you can kind of do whatever you want. And so there are a lot of nonsensical producers of training content out there. What do we do here? 13? Sure. And you need to make sure you're studying from good spots. It's important to study from people who have already done it as opposed to people who have not done it. It's important to learn from people who clearly care as opposed to people who are trying to take your money and leave. So we raise over the limp. I'm sorry, over the raise and the call. Sam decides to just ruin my day. And then half pot me. Sam did this earlier and had top pair. Not that it matters. I mean, look, I just got to fold. I have nothing. I have literal nothing. Literal nothing. All right. Wish I had something. Tough when you just have nothing over and over and over again. Nothing over and over and over again. I'm going to be so annoyed when Mario sends me a tab. Hello, Jonathan. You owe $1,000 for this 7-2 game. Let's try this one instead. What do we have here? Jack? Aces? Great. Okay. Aces. Can you imagine being dealt aces? It sucks to be dealt aces against Jonathan Little because Jonathan Little will just fold. I will just straight up fold and not worry about it. The rosé is making my cheeks red. Indeed. Must not be great quality rosé, huh? Our Airbnb host left it for us. Oh, 7-2 on the wrong table again. I've had 2 7-2s today. Both times on the wrong table. How annoying is that? Anyway, that's how you deposit. It's not difficult. It really is not difficult once you do it a time or two. You got to do it a time or two. I get it that it's daunting. You don't want to send your money to the wrong place, but if you copy and paste and double check and triple check, you can't really do it wrong. Gosh, everybody wants to talk about shoes. 7-2 on the wrong table again. Are you kidding me? I have a pair of shoes. I did not buy them. They are Dior Jordans. But they are from this company called Shoe Surgeon. And on the website, the MSRP is $7,500. Now, I would never pay $7,500 for these shoes. I was giving them for free as a promotion. To be fair, if you cut up some good shoes and cut up some more good shoes and cut up some more good shoes and put them together, what is that worth? Probably nothing. But they charge $7,500 for these shoes, and apparently people buy them. So I guess that's the most expensive. Most expensive I have personally bought, I don't know, $200 or something. But I've got some nice, I have a nice shoe collection that I've been gifted. I guess we call this. Do I re-raise it? Maybe. Pretty bad flop. No heads up display? No. CoinPoker does not cater to good, strong professionals who know how to play heads up display poker. They don't cater to me, which I think is really good. You do not want to cater to the good, strong professionals. You want to cater to the players who do not know how to use heads up displays. I'm going to call a river bet, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Probably just torching my money with a king high. I've torched it all today anyway. Whatever. Call, lose, call, lose. Good bet, good bet. Nice value bet by the river. A lot of people don't value bet there. But you got to value bet any pair on the river. Like, it's just clear value bet for a decently big size. A lot of people will just check, and miss out on 2 or 3 big blinds of value. But that 2 or 3 big blinds adds up. It's a good play. We'll call sevens. Try to get another 7. No 7 this time. Wondering if I've considered spaced repetition, yes, and integrating my site, yes. We do have short videos that are 10 minutes long with a quiz after each. Short video, quiz, short video, quiz, short video, quiz, short video, quiz. I'm not trying to make people wait a few days to study or any of that, but I am a fan of short, actionable content as opposed to other sites that are like, watch me play poker and copy it. It doesn't work. It's been one of those days, huh? Whenever you are looking, so look, obviously I've ran poorly today. For those who have not been paying attention, we made second pair and flush draw, nut flush draw, against 2 pair. So we were actually pretty live. And we lost. Then we made kings against jacks, and we lost. And we made flush against flush, backdoor flush, and we lost. So, like, that right there is 15, 20K, give or take. 15 or 20K. We are playing real money, 25, 50, no limit hold'em. And all of those in my mind, you can pretty much write off as coolers, right? So if you can write those off as coolers, then you have to ask, how are we doing otherwise? Right now we have 12,500 on the table. We have 10K in our account. It means we're only down 10K. We are only down 2 buy-ins, despite the fact that we got stacked and stacked and stacked in pretty unlucky spots. Now, I'm sure I've got lucky against people here or there too, right? We made a set a time or two, et cetera, et cetera. But if you can be down 10K, you have 2 buy-ins, despite getting set up hard 3 times. Set up, unlucky spots. I'm not saying the site's rigged or anything. I'm saying you got set up 3 times. Then you got to be happy with the results. Like, a lot of people, they have a hard time figuring out if their losses are from poor play or from poor luck. But look, in the short term, it's pretty easy to remember it. Like, I won't remember this session tomorrow at all. I will forget this. I will have forgotten this session in about an hour and a half because, it just doesn't matter that much. But a lot of people really, really, really care if they lose, and they are sad and distraught when they lose, and they're really second-guessing themselves hard. And sit back and logically think, how am I losing? Why am I losing? And if the answer is, I ran into 3 spots where we both made the nuts or the effective nuts and one of us lost, it doesn't matter. That's why you keep a bankroll. That is why you keep a bankroll. And that's it, right? Like, in my mind, I've chipped up $5,000 or $7,000 or $10,000, whatever it is. And that's okay. Now, obviously, I'm sure I got lucky to chip up because I know I made a setter a time or two and didn't get too much action. We got some nice check raises in. Maybe they were good, maybe they weren't, who knows. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like in this session, do I feel like I've been outplayed? And the answer is definitively no. I feel perfectly fine after this session. And that's okay. 7.5K. Oh, yes, we are playing 2 tables of 25, 50, no limit Texas Hold'em. We've been smashed on this table. This table we've been smashed as well, to be fair, but you know, to a lesser extent. Whatever. Again, I feel okay. I like looking in terms of big blinds because, again, the money is secondary. Whenever you are playing poker, if you're thinking about, oh man, I could have bought a nice dinner with that pre-flop raise that I made loosely, or I could have paid my car payment this month if I didn't blast it off, or whatever. Like if you're thinking like that, you're not going to make it because inevitably you're going to run poorly sometimes, inevitably you're going to run great sometimes. And the sooner you stop worrying about that, the better. We have the king 9, which is pretty good. We also have the ace and the ace, which is really good. So we'll raise the aces. Here we go. We finally got it. Remember best Shack back in the day? Ace ace. I got the ace ace. I think we can value bet this for 1. Gosh, can you believe the flop we get for the ace, the ace ace? We value bet the king 9 and get called. Rivers of 10, we will check in, probably call. Donk lead flop, we will call. Check king 9 and we win against queen 9. Look, this is a bad spot. If Mario raises, I'll just fold. So annoying. Man, oh man. So look, here Mario's range should be good, strong, high cards. He'll have some Jack X, which is really rough for me. This may seem like a nitty fold, but I don't think Mario's on the insane side. I think Mario's kind of tag. Ugh, that feels so bad. Please have nuts. Okay, thank you. If I thought Mario was like crazy, then I'm just never ever folding, right? But I mean, he's gonna have either like good strong. Yeah, thanks for the king and the queen. He's gonna have a good strong nut hand, or a draw, right? Like I'm not. I mean, yeah, he'll maybe raise like ace jack, but I block that, and maybe king jack, queen jack. Maybe he raises, but I don't know. Like those are optimistic raises, right? So if those are optimistic raises, he's raising jacks and 10s and 8s, probably just the nuts for straights and flush draws, and maybe king queen. But all those have decent equity, right? So if all of his bluffs have decent equity and all of his nuts just smash me, I think it's a nitty fold. Don't get me wrong, it's a nitty fold, but it's okay. If your poker coaching app is not working, please update it. We had a big update the other day, and some people have not updated it, and they, well, it won't work if you don't update it. Turns out apps need to be updated. We raise queen 9, everybody calls. Sure. Sure. I'm so glad Mario had a set there, not queen jack. Given the way the day is going, I would not be shocked if he had the queen jack, but I'm glad he had the 8-8 instead. Wow, these guys are just in. They're just in. Mario somehow wins. That's lucky. Can you imagine just flopping a flush and getting it in and not losing? So Morbid really likes these small raises. And small raises are not particularly great because they give draws really good odds, right? And I get the idea of raising for value / protection, but the problem is that you're not really getting value because draws should call, and the trash will just fold, right? Like right here, 5s, great example. When you raise 5s and get called, you are just dead, right? And if they have worse than 5s, you don't love it. And because they're going to fold. So it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to raise there, because when you raise and get called, you're dead, or dead enough. And when you get folds, they were drawing to 3 outs or 6 outs or something like that. I went blind versus blind king 7 in the small blind. Mario had the 10-3. It comes ace 10-3. He has 2 pair. I have nothing. I check fold. Easy. Mario is busting me in 2 25Ks. I think I played exactly 2 25Ks with Mario. Mario is busting me in 2 25Ks. Both times I had solid bluff catcher, but like a penguin wizard, Mario got me. Man, oh man, talk about a blunder with pudgy penguins. Anybody else blundered pudgy penguins? I had a bunch of pudgy penguins on the day, and then they just wreck themselves. I made a little bit of money on pudgy penguins, but I feel like I'm doing a lot today. Today's just like a day of blunders, am I right? Today is a day of blunders. I've blundered away hundreds of millions of dollars in my life. So that's nice. I've actually had 2 really good shots to get hundreds of millions of dollars. I'll tell them to you. The first time was a long time ago when Brian Micon was trying to get me to play on Seals with Clubs, a Bitcoin poker site. And I said, I don't want your play money. Bitcoin is $1 back then. He was trying to give away 5 Bitcoin to anybody who would take it to play on his site. CoinPoker now is giving you all great deposit bonuses, 35% rake back, a $2,000 free roll every week if you sign up at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Check it out up there. Anyway, I didn't want it. But if I did play on his site, and I played, stakes I was normally playing, I would have needed 20,000 Bitcoins. Now, I certainly would have sold off some of them over the days, I'm sure. I would have just held on to 20,000 Bitcoins. But I would have held on to a lot of them, knowing me. And that would have been good. Another time, I was too late to get punks. I was too late to get squiggles. I was right on time to get bored apes. I minted a decent chunk of bored apes. And I sold all of them except for one for 6 ETH. So I got a 60x. They were 0.1 ETH to mint. I got them, sold them for 6 ETH. But they eventually went to like 80. I sold my last one for 150. So, not complaining, good win. But I was kind of new to NFTs. I minted a small handful, and I could have minted more. And in terms of spots I could have just ripped it in, not that bored apes makes any sense. I mean, let's get real. It's not like it's great art or anything. But in spots where I could have ripped it in, that's a spot where I could have ripped it in if I was being a little bit more degen. But apparently I didn't have too much liquid money at the time, so I just put in a sprinkle. And we didn't get rich. Got some money, but didn't get rich. All right. We raise ace king. We get flush draw. That's pretty good. Do we bet? Sure. $30 again. We've been given $100 today, by the way, from CoinPoker just for playing. That's neat. Make sure you put in your deposit bonuses. It automatically happens when you deposit to CoinPoker. They make it easy. Whenever you are playing poker, make sure you breathe. Make sure you take it easy. Make sure you're thinking clearly. If you're mad, angry, not thinking right, it's obviously not good. I'm trying to show all of you Jonathan Little in the midst of a rough session. Not even that it's that rough, because all the losses have been reciprocal. Now, remember that time I bluffed it all in with the 8 high? And they folded? They could have just called with the nuts and I could have lost. And honestly, I might have been slightly annoyed about that one, because I'm not even sure it was a good bluff. You can go back to the beginning of the session and fast forward. I had 8-7 of spades. And, well, I'd be down an extra $5,000. But they folded. 2 pairs somehow, which is great. But in terms of hands that I've lost today, that was like the only hand that maybe I would have been annoyed about, because I'm not even sure if that was a great bluff, because it's not a good hand to bluff with. I even announced, like, I really need to have a heart, but I didn't have a heart, but I didn't care, because I had nut low, pretty much. But that might not even be good. Maybe I want to have, like, a queen or a king to block ace king or ace queen. I probably want to have a king or a queen, or a heart. Like, my hand might have been the worst hand to bluff with. Anyway, I get annoyed when I think I play poorly, right? And so far today, I don't think I've played especially poorly, which is good. I don't know. You know, armchair quarter. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Here's what I get annoyed about. We're playing the 7-2 game on this table. I've had 0 7-2s. Over here, I think I've had 5 7-2s. Should I just play it anyway? No, I'm sorry. Autofold. I've had 5 7-2s on the other table. I've not gotten to play any of them. We'll try to flop a set again against Gazzy. Gazzy never pays me off. I've made the nuts every hand against Gazzy, and Gazzy just never pays. Gazzy continuation bets, gets check raise, just folds. We'll go 12 this time because the board's not so coordinated. Gazzy's gonna fold, obviously. Never pays me. If Gazzy puts money in, I'm just dead. Not that it matters, I'm not gonna fold. If Gazzy re-raises, do we ever click it for fun? No, Gazzy knows I'm not a total idiot. Whenever you're playing against people, by the way, you always want to ask, what do they think about you, right? And I think Gazzy thinks I'm sane, right? So if Gazzy thinks I'm sane, I would never just like click it back as some nonsense bluff. That's the kind of thing you want to do against the players who think that you're on, I'm not going to say their level, but you're on like a leveling level. Like I'm going to try to out macho you or something like that. And Gazzy doesn't think that. I mean, I'm just playing good poker. Like right there, I'm going to have some junky draws, some high equity draws. Not there's a lot of those, but high equity draws and nuts. Jack 6 suited. Okay, might get to play this one. I like it when I get a hand that I might get to play. Ooh, Morbid. I saw this humongous all in, but it's not actually humongous all in because Morbid only had a few chips. Morbid gets it in drawn dead, unfortunately. Unlucky spot. It's no fun to get it in dead, but when you have no chips, you just got to put it in. Man, I hope I get the 7-2 today, and I actually get to play it. I'm sure half the table will be sitting out when I do get it, given the way the day's going. Hope you're all having a good day. If you're enjoying the stream, do me a favor. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, click all that stuff. I've lost about $12,000 today for all of you. I could have been relaxing. Instead, I decided to show up and play the game for all of you. And I hope that I get all the money back right now. I hope he has this Queen 9 and gives me all the money. Please have Queen 9 and give me all the money. If he has a Queen 9 and he gets me, it's okay. Okay. You got the Jack. You got me. Because the kicker comes. Sam might just lead into me. If Sam leads, I'm going to call. Okay, check from Sam. I'll go big and just pray to get action. Do I even go big? No, we'll just go 15. Pray to get action. Pray to get action. If Sam calls, do I ever shove river? I think I do because Sam has seen me bluff earlier for a lot of for a pot size shove. Queen river, Queen Jack gets there. We have 3x pot. Ugh, Ace King gets there. That's so unfortunate. I can't shove now because Ace King gets there. So I'm going to go 32. If he shoves, I'm going to be very annoyed. If he shoves, I'm going to be very annoyed. Will he ever shove too much worse? Probably not, right? I don't know. That's a nasty one. Man, that queen was bad. I wish the queen was just some brick. The problem is Ace King got there, right? And also random 9-8 got there. To the point that it's going to be hard to get value from a random 10. But if he has a Jack, he'll pay, right? Mario posted. I'll just check, whatever. What's my favorite vacation spot? I actually don't go on so many vacations. We go to upstate New York sometimes. That's nice. That said, I only go on poker trips, which is, it is what it is. I spend most of my time in Las Vegas when I'm traveling. We keep betting. Maybe we're supposed to keep betting. If he bets medium. I guess I have to fold. I think we can bet big on the river. Try to get called by queen or jack. Sure. Where do I like to vacation? Again, I just don't relax. I'm the worst at relaxing. My brain doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I wish it did. Can you imagine Mario's about to raise me out of my seat on the first hand? That's going to be so annoying. All the good kids love the river raises. As they should. River raises are good. I think people overfold to river raises in general. So they're pretty nice. You know, good players overfold to river raises. But yeah, favorite vacation spots. I don't know. I haven't been on vacation in years. My wife thinks every poker trip is a vacation. I mean, I like going to the Bahamas, but is that really? I only know the spot because of poker, right? I think Baha Mar is great. If you ever been to Baha Mar in the Bahamas, that's a very nice place. It's expensive, but it's nice. All right, we'll try to make nuts with the 3 and the 3. We made quite a few sets today. I mean, look, if you make a set, you're usually pretty happy. No set, no bet, though. I like Las Vegas because they have good food and good poker and good parties. What more do you want besides good food, good poker, and good parties? Am I right? I don't know when the stream's going to end, but I bet it will end kind of soon. We are supposed to go for 2 hours today. It's been an hour and 58 minutes. Make sure you check out pokercoaching.com/free roll. I would appreciate it if you do. We have a $2,000 free roll every single week if you sign up through that link. So get in there. Also, well, I was going to say you get 5% whatever I win today, but I'm not going to win anything today. I'm going to keep streaming for a little while at least, if they let me. They may not let me. Lead from Bitcoin Boy is kind of weird. We just have to call. And hope for a 3. 4 is not even great because it's going to be hard to get paid. Hardish to get paid. We're just so set up when we're against an ace, though, on this board because we can't really fold. And we lose, obviously. I mean, I'm kind of just hoping he checks. We'll just check it back. Looks like we have a pair, like kings or 7s or something. If he checks river, we'll value bet. Do we go medium or big? I think we go medium. We're trying to get called by underpair, right? He goes small. Can we raise? We can probably raise. But I don't know. I'm just going to call. Like, does he call raise with 6s? Probably not. Like, what are we trying to get called by, right? You always want to be asking, what am I trying to get called by? And if the answer is underpair, it's kind of hard to get called by an underpair on the ace 6-6 board. This might be ill-timed. Morbid's talking about how he's down a lot. Welcome to my world. First day on CoinPoker. You won a tournament. Nice. Congrats. We 3-bet the queen jack. We get called. We get cold 4-bet. How do you get a poker coaching hat? Send an email to support@pokercoaching.com. We'll send it to you for free. If you're a Poker Coaching Premium member and you want a free hat, I'll send it to you. I would think it's insane when sites are trying to charge people for merchandise. If you're paying me to be a member of my training site, you certainly deserve a free hat. It's cheaper than the price of the membership. I'm happy to give it to you for free. If you want to represent me and my site, take it. I'm not going to charge you for the benefit. That's crazy. In my opinion. Anyway, email support@pokercoaching.com. I had a full house. Why was I worried about ace king? I was not worried about ace king. I was worried about what they will call with when I had the full house. I can read the board, everyone. I'm not worried about being beat. I'm worried about what can call me. Again, seems like people are just thinking on a weird level. Weird level. All right, morbid raises. Did we get to see last hand? What are we looking at? Queen, ace, queen, ace, queen. I'm gonna fold the queen 9 suited, but maybe we're supposed to play. Hello from Watkins Glen. Welcome. Whenever you are value betting the river, it's very important to consider what can I get called by, not just what are my cards. That's so funny. So many people think that I misread the board when I know I have a boat. I'm thinking what can call me. If he has a jack, he's obviously going to call. But what if he has a 10? I'm trying to get called by a 10 or a queen, right? Queen or 10 don't call a 3x pot shove or whatever it was. I forget what it was, but it was kind of big, right? Many moons ago already. Not going to look it up 5 minutes ago. Hopefully you all stick around for 5 minutes to hear this commentary. Whenever you're playing poker, it's important to not just consider your own 2 cards. It's important to consider, what does my opponent have? There we go. Poe Duncan figured it out. Playing his range. Ace-king was in it, so shove gets a lot of folds. Correct. There you go. You found it. Nobody else found it, but Poe Duncan found it. Congrats, Poe Duncan. I'm always excited whenever I'm streaming and someone just nails it, whereas everybody else gets it wrong. All right, we raise Jack 9 suited. We get 3-bet. We're playing 2 tables. Getting wrecked today. Call, obviously. Get 3-bet every hand I play. This is not our flop. In that hand where I had the pocket 3s on the Jack 10, 3, Jack, Queen, when you shove river for 3x pot on a queen river, you're only going to get called by a jack or better. And it's kind of hard for him to have ace-king or the 9-8 for straight, right? And so you're really trying to get called by a jack. But a jack might even fold to a 3x pot river shove, right? And certainly a queen or a 10 is not going to call. And a straight will call, but again, I don't think they have a lot of straights because ace-king is just not there. So there, your concern is how do I get called by a jack, a 10, or a queen? I think a small bet's the only play that makes any sense. I can obviously read the board, everybody. In terms of things I do right, reading the board is one of them. Now, I certainly won't remember I'm playing the 7-2 game over here, even though it says 7-2 game. But I can at least read the board. James Crypto all in should be a lot of ace-king type stuff. Over here, though, we have the 9 and the 9. I've been playing any Magic lately. I haven't played Magic live since I had a kid. King and king. Okay. Raise and 3-bet. Okay. God, I hate this. I'm going to have 4-bet. 9s is not a great hand to 4-bet. Because you don't block their shoving range at all. But I don't really want to cold call in this game because I might just get ripped on by James Crypto or re-raised by James Crypto. I'd rather just let Sam rip it in on me instead and get crushed that way. All right. Ace 7-6. Snap half pot. Gosh, this is so bad for me. All right. The problem here is the 9 may not be good because he could just randomly have some silly draw. He could just have an ace. If he has an ace, he's never going to fold. Do we ever try to get crazy and float him? I don't think we do. I'd rather have, like, king, queen of hearts, right? So we fold. Fine. You got me. Good bluff. Good bluff against me. good bluff against me. That was a 7-6, right? A 7-6. Fun bluff. They got me. That's one of those spots where it's just very hard to get paid. It's very hard because, like, if he just bets the turn, I just lose, right? And if he, gosh, this is so frustrating. Lots of good hands, just tough to play them. If he bets turn, I just lose because I got to fold, obviously. And if he checks turn and it checks down, yeah, I win, but that's like the only way I win, right? You could just easily have the ace. How many big blinds per 100 would you lose to Linus Love heads up? Probably a lot. I'm certainly not a professional heads up player. If you're not good at heads up, no limit hold'em, you don't really want to play heads up, no limit hold'em against a good player. You will get smashed. You will get totally smashed. So don't do that. Oh, God, Sam Jazzy. So annoying. This is such a rough day. At least we had some wine and some coffee. That's something. Do you recommend CoinPoker? Yes. Check out pokercoaching.com/coinpoker to get in the free roll. Also, rakeback. Also, deposit bonus. All of that. Two Sammy, one Gazzy. None Jonathan. Oh, man, oh, man. If you're a complete beginner, how much should you be studying versus playing? Oh, you should be studying almost always because poker's hard. Imagine if you were a student who wanted to become a doctor and you wanted to be a brain surgeon. How much do you think you should study brain surgery before you should become a brain surgeon? Well, the answer is a lot, right? And while poker is certainly not brain surgery, you are playing it for your livelihood. You're not playing it for other people's lives, but you're playing it for your livelihood, especially if you start playing at medium or high stakes. If you're playing for fun, you don't really care if you win or lose, do whatever you want. But I would strongly recommend you study a ton. Check out pokercoaching.com/fundamentals for free 3-hour crash course. From there, go through the poker coaching tournament masterclass or cash game masterclass. Those are long. They're about 40-ish hours long. They're 10-minute videos with questions after each to make sure you really understand what you're going through. And that will get you up to speed. Once you're up to speed, then you'll be well on your way to becoming a good poker player. But like right there, that's, call it 50 hours of study out the door. And to be fair, 50 hours is like nothing because we're not doing brain surgery. We're doing a children's card game. But assuming you care about money, I would strongly recommend you study a lot. You want to study until you are profitable in a game. Because the way you win at poker, you find a game you can beat, you play it a lot, and you keep a proper bankroll. So if you don't have a game you can beat, that's step number one. You need to find a game you can beat. And you do that by either getting really good at poker to the point that you can beat everybody, or most everybody, or you find really, really bad players to play with. If you're clueless, you can't do even step number one. Then you got to play it a lot. You have to sit your butt in the chair and you have to play. And then you have to keep a proper bankroll. If you do those three things, you will win. If you do not, you will lose. You play in a home game where people play trash hands, especially suited ones, but after the flop, they play very passively. How do you get profit for them? Well, you value bet. Value bet thinly. Value bet aggressively. Especially with medium strength stuff that you may normally want to check. 1,500 people are watching. How many of those do you think are Twitter bots? 1,465 of you? Or do you think most people are real? Let me know in the comment section. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. I'll sit in here and play this game until I run out of money on CoinPoker today, honestly. Are we almost out? We have $8,000 left. That's great. 8,000 plus. Well, so what are we at? 1623. Wow, it's actually not been that bad of a day. Am I really only down 10K today? I thought I got wrecked. 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. No, 21. So we're down 12,000 bucks. It's actually not that bad. If you told me I'd be down 12,000 bucks, but I've been set up hard 3 times, a few times more than 100 big blinds, I'm okay with that. By the way, you can go back and watch this video on youtube.com/pokercoaching. If you want to see the whole thing, you want to see the whole wreckage. I know the last 30 or 45 minutes has been kind of nothing, but that's how it goes sometimes. I may get up and go to the boys' room if they time these hands properly. Is this the only site I play online poker on? This, and when I'm in Vegas, I play on worldseries.com, and that's about it at this point. Ugh, not going to get to go. Queen 9 suited. Gazzy raises it up. Should we 3-bet Gazzy? We should be 3-betting stuff like this, so I guess I do. If Sam 3-bets, I guess I just fold. Annoying fold. Sam giving it thought. Ugh, 3-bet. I'll be back in a minute. Ooh, ace-jack offsuit, hello. Oh my god, minimum re-raise. Oh god, what a day. What a day, what a day. Hope I get ripped on. Is this allowed in the US? It is. We're gonna get called a lot. Legally, yes. As far as I know, again, I'm not a lawyer, but in America, you are not allowed to deposit with US dollars into any poker or gambling site. He's going to think I have so many 7-2s here. Such a stupid re-raise. Whatever. Look, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Don't trust me on this. But as far as I know, the illegal thing about online poker is using a bank to deposit US dollars. If you use crypto, it is okay. I love the fact that CoinPoker has all the players' deposits clearly on chain displayed for all of you. Which, as far as I know, no other poker site very, very, very clearly has. So I love that. I love it's in a multi-signature wallet that makes it way more difficult to steal/hack, which is great. I'm going to get more water. We're going to be locked in. Might as well get some more water. King and queen. Okay. Oh, God, Sam just crushing my face today, huh? Do we 4-bet this? Probably not. Okay. We flop nothing. We flop nothing again. Against pot, we can just fold. Probably going to show me the 7-2. Oh, 10-8. All right. 10-8 is pretty good. $30 rake back. I'll take it. What number would you rank yourself at full ring in the world? I have no clue. Don't even know. Clearly terrible after today. 14 trillionth. No. 14 millionth. There's not a trillion people. 14 millionth only. Is CoinPoker good? I like CoinPoker. Today they're wrecking me. We get 3-bet again. Do I just not have a fold button? I just keep having these hands that... Oh my God, I'm on the wrong table. Ha 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 ha. I just don't have a fold button today. Oh, here we go. We'll check raise this one. Half pot. 28. 28, here we go. Here we go, spin the wheel. Please choose me. I hope he just has 7-2. And I get to... Actually, 7-2 is actually really good against me, isn't it? Can't even beat the 7-2. Such a bad turn. Man, such a bad turn. Doesn't matter. Just got to go with it. 10 snap calls, pair snap calls. Maybe he folds a draw? Hopefully folds a draw. I don't know. Whatever. We didn't lose. 7-2. Oh my God. It's a 7-2 game. We can conceivably win. Oh God, Mario raises under the gun. This is exactly the spot you don't want to have the 7-2 against. Under the gun raise from a good, tight, aggressive player. This is the worst spot in the world to have the 7-2. It goes raise and 3-bet. Do I 4-bet it? So look, I'm not a 7-2 professional. And I know this is going to be bad for the game. Bad for the game. But I think I'm supposed to just fold. How about now? What do you think? Should we put it all in? What do you think? The answer is obviously not. Just fold. Just fold. Just fold. Because he has a good hand. Ace queen suited. Maybe he folds. Probably not. Not in 7-2 game. I wouldn't fold there. It'd be annoying, but you just sigh call it off, right? That's fine. All right, queen 9 suited. I'm supposed to call the medium junky suited stuff in small blind. You gotta be a little bit careful 3 ways, 4 ways, etc. 3-bet those, so now we just fold. I love that I got the 7-2 and it went raise, 3-bet, 4-bet before it got to me. What is happening today? What is happening today? Man, they're going off. They're absolutely going off at this table. Now, look, whenever you're playing at a table where they are absolutely going off, get your money in with good hands. How do you feel about that? I have no clue what happened 5 minutes ago in the chat or whatever. How do you feel about USA Poker being dead? I mean, I don't know what's popping off on CoinPoker. Check it out, pokercoaching.com/freeroll to get into a $2,000 free roll every week. Also, deposit bonus, rake back. The games are great. Tournaments on Sunday are amazing. Cash games are pretty good. Not today for me, but they're pretty good. So get in there. Mario just wins every week. We're going to have to study Mario. He just crushes everybody. He won last week by a bunch. This week, he's crushing them, I think. Good for him. Always shows me the nuts when we're playing. Maybe that's the secret. Just show the nuts. Make nuts, show nuts, win money. Am I right? Play nuts. Stay nuts. Show nuts, win money. I guess we'll just keep playing. I was told this would be a 2-hour thing, but kids are taking a nap, so might as well just keep playing. We got to keep the hope alive. We have $14,000 on the table here. All we need to do is get 2 double ups. We just need 2 double ups. We get 2 double ups, we're up. And then one of you will be getting 5% of whatever I win today. We have a giveaway. I don't care if I'm up or down today. But we have a giveaway where one of you will get 5% of whatever I win today. You can check it out at twitter.com/Jonathan Little. Maybe they'll do the giveaway again next week. I don't know. Make sure you follow me on Twitter /X at Jonathan Little. We give away a lot of stuff there. Make sure you check it out. All right. Worst spot to get 2 face cards. Queen Jack offsuit. Under the gullet. We get 3-bet, we just fold. Oh, I thought the kids were asleep. They're not asleep. 1-1 raises me. Just fold. Just fold. Ace and ace for them. That's good. Thank you all for being here today. I hope you're enjoying today's show. If you're enjoying the wreckage of Jonathan Little, make sure you click the like and subscribe button down below. Click the notification bell. Wow, pot size raise. Is this pot? What is this? Well, against min raise or 2.5x or 3x, I think we can call, but I don't know. Nitty fold. Nitty fold for me. Wrong table. Wrong table, James. All right. I think I'm supposed to limp everything for small blind. It's probably fine. We keep flopping nothing every single time. It's tough when you flop nothing. We got gut shot now. He's going to have a gut shot too. I think we just need to bet turn and then bet river again. We get called by all pairs on turn, all draws on the turn. So we gotta bet again on the river. Call. Jack river's fun. Would I have made a full house with that 7-2? I wasn't even paying attention to that. Once I fold, I'm done. We check call river. Sure. Big bet is good for me, I think, because it's going to be very polarized. Is it good for me? I don't know if it's good for me or not. It's not going to be some thin value bet. I don't know. Whatever, I pay. Pay and lose. Pay and lose, sir. 9-5 offsuit. Great. Hey, 9-5 offsuit's great. 7-7, see a flop. We have the flop lag. It's always fun whenever you get the other table and the flop comes, and you would have made a set on that table, but instead you make nothing on yours. I think we can call there with the Jack 2, no problem. They need to have, like... I mean, look, they could obviously have flush draw, but flush draw is going to raise turn a lot, I think. Or bet flop a lot. 9x, I would think, would just bet the flop a lot, too. It didn't, but that's the spot where I think 9x just bets the flop a lot, too. So I'm okay with that call, even though probably just torch 7 big blinds. $350 lit right on fire. If they check to me, do we bet? Probably not. The jack, 7 of diamonds is no good. Or at least not that good. So we'll just check and lose. You should be kind of inclined to bet. What is happening? Don't tell me I'm losing the internet. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Three on the turn, we'll call a bet. Do we call a bet? Sure. 9 on the river. Do we have a raise? I gotta bet the 8-7 on the flop. Just check, thank goodness. Probably has a 9. Alright, 8, fine. Lose nothing. When you lose nothing, it's okay. You gotta be A-okay losing nothing. Alright. Alright. Ultra raise under the gun, playing kind of tight. Gazi calls, playing kind of tight. We'll call so we can get squeezed out of the pot. Mario enjoys a good squeeze. It's going to be good, strong, high cards. If we get squeezed, do we continue? If it's heads up, we're probably not supposed to. Mario goes for big sizes in general, as he should. Thank goodness. I'm a poker stud. You know, I did have aces earlier today, and I just check folded on the flop. That was pretty cool. I think I lost 2 big blinds on the flop or something. I'd sign for that all day, every day. This re-raise size by Sam is quite bad, because it allows us to all call with drawy hands. Once they get 4-bet, though, obviously we're done. I'm going to owe $3,000 for a 7-2 offsuit game by the end of the day, so that's cool. The one time I was dealt it raised 3-bet, 4-bet before it got to me. What can you do, though? Spice it up. Honestly, I think with a 7-2 offsuit game, the more tight, aggressive-ish players, you know, I'm not going to say tight. I mean, maybe I am tight, aggressive-ish. I'm trying to just play decent poker. Those players often just benefit from players having far too many bluffs in their range. Now, the 7-2 offsuit is obviously profitable to play, right? But at the same time, I think a lot of the value just comes from getting the looser players to add a full 16 combinations of 7-2 to their range every time. You just got here. How much is he, up or down? Like I'm a racehorse or something. What's the horse, up or down? You're not winning the 5% today, buddy. Sorry. You might win the 5%, but you're going to get $0 for it. I kind of feel like it should be contractually binding that you have 5% of my action. Because then you could lose. I wonder if Poker Stake would let me sell like 10% of this. That'd be cool. I would sell 10% of it. 3-bet with a King-8 suited. I mean, I don't love it, but probably supposed to. Just torch another 10 big blinds. This is one of these spots where I feel like I should probably just show the nuts and not play the garbage, given I've lost every pot today. But at the same time, half pot incoming, am I right? No half pot this time. Must mean the nuts. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Snapped off. Okay. If we ever bet and get jammed, it's terrible. We only have the flush draw, so I really don't want to bet this and get raised. Maybe I do want to bet this. Is it okay to bet? Maybe we go 18. Maybe we go 20. Maybe I'm supposed to just check. I think I'm supposed to just check. Okay, just check. Okay. Okay. Please value bet. Please don't have aces or please don't have diamonds. Check river. I'm going to go the smallest I can go, 18. We're going to get called a lot. I wish I could logically bet smaller in this spot, but I just don't think I can. I can't bring myself to do it. Exploitatively, I mean. On the other table, we have a hand 2. I raised pre-flop. Small blind called. I bet flop he called. I'm going to bet turn he's going to call. Hopefully not raise. Sam folded. Brutal. We get called. River 5, I will check it back on this one and just win a lot. I don't think we can go for value. We probably can, but I don't think it's mandatory. He shows nut flush. That's good. I lose again. It's just one of those days, you know? $7-5 offsuit. Close to Finn, but for 2.5x, I think we can with the big ante. First time you ever saw me emotional about a hand. When I get emotional today. If you already have a CoinPoker account, you can email support@pokercoaching.com and we may be able to get you into the free roll, but maybe not. They have various rules based on when you sign up, who you sign up under. This free roll is for people in my community. If you're late to the party and you're already, early to the party, you already signed up with someone else, you may or may not be out of luck. Send an email to support@pokercoaching.com and we will see if we can get you in the $2,000 weekly free roll. Emotional. Do I get emotional about poker? Fold the pair. You win. Cash game variance is kicking your ass right now. I'm trying to think how much I've ever been down in cash games. I think like I've been pretty lucky in cash games online. I think I've only been down like 25 buy-ins at the most, which is very, very little. So in this game, it'd be what, 125k, which is not that bad. It's more to recognize that's not that bad. I think a lot of people think that I'm down. Like, say you play 1-2 no limit, you're down $1,000. You think, oh man, I'm getting crushed. But no, you're not. This is normal. Let me look at today. I have been set up hard 3 times where everybody gets stacked, right? At least in my mind, everybody gets stacked. If they're playing halfway decently. So if you're playing halfway decently, everybody gets stacked 3 times today in my shoes. So if that's 3 right there, right? And this can happen multiple days in a row. So don't worry about it. But if you're down like 100 buy-ins, then you definitely need to start thinking, like, am I playing in a game where I don't have much of an edge? And look, to be fair, if you are playing tough games where you may not have much of an edge against pretty good players, if your win rate's like 2 big blinds per 100 hands or 3 big blinds per 100 hands, you will have big swings, right? You just have to be very, very, very aware of that. And I think a lot of people don't really know what they signed up for. They think I'm just going to win all the time, or I'm supposed to play for a week and be up every time or something. But that's not how life works. But I mean, KF Coley, type in the chat. What's happening? Happy to. I mean, look, details are important. In theory, cash game variance is kicking my ass right now too. But like, it just doesn't matter. It's normal, right? Run 3 setups. I should be down 15k. And set them down 12 or something. It is annoying I have to deposit again next week. Oh, goodness gracious. I'd run it back. I'd do it again. Happy to play the games. We have the ace-8 barely in open. I hate hands that are barely in open, especially the offsuit versions, because you don't really get to play them if you face any aggression whatsoever. Okay. Jay lit the net. Should that be my new name? Jay lit the net. They're going nuts over here. Raise, call. I'm sorry, raise, 3-bet, cold call. Call. This is where you really want to have the 6-5 suited to ruin someone's day. probably add an avatar, huh? Look like a fish over here with no avatar. I'll definitely add a Court of Degeneracy piece. For those who don't know, I have an NFT project. Check it out at deckofdegeneracy.com. It's a lot of fun. There are 2 $25 free rolls for Deck of Degeneracy holders every week on CoinPoker. Right now. We just started it, literally yesterday. There's one happening today at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yesterday's tournament had 19 players only. So $1 and change going to each person on average. Not a ton of money, but you get to play some cards, win some money. The winner gets a Degeneracy art collection piece. We have a great art collection that I've curated. The winner of each game gets one of those. So, check it out. King 7 suited. Perfectly fine to raise. In for the knowledge. Today it's just the beating. In for the beatings. We get called. We flop. Open-ended. Really messing up your retirement plans here. That's funny. We can bet, we can check, whatever. I'm just going to check it back. We can bluff now, I think. Wow, snap pot, huh? What is this? Not a good spot to pot it. So look, in spots where it's not good to pot it, typically the opponents, well, should be very polarized. But I think people skew very value heavy. Either way, if it's polarized, it's going to be high equity draw or nuts. If it's value heavy, it's going to be just mostly nuts, right? So I'm going to fold this because I think if I make a straight, I may not even get paid, right? And also the flush cards may not be good either. So I'm going to fold, but I don't love it. Look, 2 pair, right? And I think that's not shocking. I really don't go around folding draws too often, but I think if there's a spot to fold a draw to a 4 straight with king high that will just get blasted on the river is probably the spot to fold. Jack 9 of diamonds. I'm going to try to not fold this draw this time. It's a good pre-flop drawing hand. Not as good as it looks because it does make the bad end of the straight sometimes. But this is the dream. And we flop nothing. We don't need to bluff this. I'm just going to have a lot. Well, now maybe we need to bluff. We have a lot of hands with a spade that can bluff. We have obviously a lot of 6s. In spots like this, you really, really, really want to be selective with the bluffs. You don't want to drastically overdo it. Because if you bet every hand that can't win, like, what is this blast again? It's kind of weird, right? Like right here, I would not be shocked if it's very bluff heavy with just spades. I'm going to fold, obviously, but I think in this spot we're going to be against a lot of spades, like ace X of spades, king X of spades. Just fold, whatever. King 7, okay, I was wrong. What is the max buy-in? $5,000. Queen 4. Can we raise this one? We want to be kind of linear, right? We can limp and fold, I think, this one. It's not a great hand. Limp and check. We get pair. We can go 1 big blind. All the thought in the world. We have the 69 suited on the other table. We're about to meme somebody to death. We get called. 7's awful. 7-5, 7-6, 6-5 will always call. We'll check. Call. You can call a lot of overcards too. Just overcards and draws. Problem is a lot of them have 6 or a 5 in them. I think we got to call turn and then call river if it's a brick. We got 3-bet on the other table, so 69 doesn't get to play. My hand looks so much like a 4. I really just don't want a middle card to come on the river. We make full house. That's good, but now we're just going to lose another bet on the river. Please just check. Don't even try. All right, medium bet. I think this is a spot where if they have a 7, they should definitely bet bigger. If they have a 3, they should definitely bet bigger. I wouldn't be shocked to see a 7, but I think this is a good spot to bet quite big. Oh, same hand. Do you think people generally have more of a problem not maximizing their wins or minimizing their losses? Well, it depends on the player. We'll raise that a6. We got the 3 and the 3, which is way more fun. We'll raise the a6 as well. I want a 3, though. 3-bet, Sam. It's fine. Just 3-bet. Give me 3. Please let me get the double. It's that time. King, Queen 2 against Mario on the other table. We'll bet. Nothing over here. We fold. Mario's probably going to beat me. 2 pair for James Crypto. I can't believe how much people are flopping the nuts against me in these games. Do we triple this? Okay, what do I want to triple? I want spades. This might be an okay one to do it with, though. I think we go big here. Maybe I can go bigger. Because 2 flush draw board. I think it's a pretty good one to do it with. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know. I'm okay with not knowing. A lot of people think they need to definitively know. Do I go all in? I mean, I'm going to bet big. I mean, I just got to bet like 28, right? I'm trying to get him off a queen. He's going to call a king every time, of course. Maybe I'm supposed. I don't think I'm supposed to shove. Maybe I am supposed to shove. Just like, say I got the ace 10 or the 10-9. We got it through, so that's nice. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Nike, just do it. Where should you start if you really want to learn poker? Look. Oh, for satellites? Look, I don't recommend satellites to begin with. I'm sure if you go to YouTube and just search Jonathan Little satellites, something will come up. If you go to Google and Google Jonathan Little satellites, I bet why you should not play satellites will come up. On Poker Coaching, I do have a course on how to play satellites. It's not overly in-depth or anything, but look, the problem with satellites is that satellites, for those who don't know, are tournaments where you play, and then if you win the, like 10% of the field goes to a bigger tournament, and then if you win that one, you get to play a bigger tournament, or you get to play another tournament, and then you play a normal tournament. The problem with satellites is they incentivize you to get in the top 10% of the field, okay? But getting in the top 10% of the field of a normal tournament doesn't really do you any good. We're going to call jacks against under the gun raise from Gazzy, who's normal. So you're incentivizing your main game to just try to get in the top 10%. But that's not really the goal of the main tournament. So you're playing a tournament with a structure that is not good for you at all when you go to play the bigger game. Also, if you win the satellite and you get to play the bigger game, well, now you're playing 10 times your normal buy-in. We're just going to slow play set. Against players who are used to playing much, much, much bigger, right? So you're playing way out of your bankroll in a game with a different structure than you're used to playing against players who are normally used to playing those games. And all that's just really, really bad for you. All right, I'm going to raise Gazzy here. Gazzy's just going to think I have all the nuts, right? Man, I hate having the nuts against Gazzy just because it's so. I've been so nut heavy against Gazzy, and that's really unfortunate. I wish I could find some bluffs, but I just haven't had any. Just haven't had any bluffs. Cool bluff by Gazzy though. Kind of big on the turn. Maybe just thinks I have the nuts every time. It's fun we just have the nuts every time. All right, whatever. All right, Queen Jack, I raise. Mario calls Gazzy 3-bets. Anyway, satellites are really bad for longevity in poker because if you cash the satellite, let's say you're good at satellites, and you cash it 1 in 8, you're supposed to be 1 in 10, you make money, right? But then you go to the main tournament. If you cash that, even on average, let's say 1 in 8, you're only going to get money back 1 out of 64 satellites you play. Which means you need to have like 1,000 buy-ins in your bankroll to play the satellites, which is humongous because you essentially never get a big score. Never, almost never get a big score. Look at Mario. Mario did this earlier with jacks and played for all the money. What's he got this time? Ace King? All right, that's fair. Tricky. It's actually not tricky, just good GTO. You don't want to 3-bet Ace King against the gun raise 7-handed too often. So you get a cash 1 in 64 times if you're 1 in 8 and 1 in 8 in both games. And that's just like never, right? So you need a humongous bankroll. And that's really, really, really not good. Now, some people think I want to play a satellite because I want to try to get rich quick. I want to turn $1 into 1,000. And, fine, if you want to approach poker like that, that's fine and good, but that's really not the way to go about actually winning at poker long term. It's a good way to go about losing all your money consistently. Trying to turn $1 into 1,000 just doesn't happen all that often. What are we playing today? We're playing 25-50, no limit Texas style. Only medium successfully. Actually, not even successfully. We're getting trounced. We're getting literally trounced. We have 7,800. We have 8,000 plus 10,000. What's that? 18 plus 5, 23. Is that real? Is that for real? We got 23K? That's pretty good. All right, we'll call. We only had 32 to start. We're only down 9. Means we're up 3,000 bucks. That's good. Since last time we checked. Raise and 3-bet. We'll fold. Honestly, everyone, it does not matter if you're up or down. Oh my gosh. Maybe this was the time I could have called. Like, if there was a spot to cold call a 3-bet with 4s, this was it. Ugh, that was it. Maybe that was it. I don't know. I don't do a whole lot of cold calling of 3-bets. It's generally a horrible play. Not when I say horrible, I mean atrociously bad. So I typically don't make the atrociously bad plays, but that might have been the spot. That might have been the spot to make the atrociously bad play exploitatively. Anyway, satellites are really, really bad if you want to win at poker long term, which is what I want for all of you. If you want to win a trip to some place, sure. If you want to turn no money to a lot of money, almost never, sure. 3-bet, the king, queen. We get nothing. All right, do we ever triple this? Probably not. Probably not against 2 people. King, queen's a good hand to bluff on the ace 5-3 with a backdoor draw in general because you block ace, king, and ace, queen. But I don't think anybody's folding any ace. So I don't think we need to go for it. They've already seen me run a multi-way bluff with nonsense. So we probably need to not be too crazy. Look, to be fair, this has been actually a pretty cool session. We've done some moving and shaking. We've had some good bluffs. We've had some good value bets. We've had some good folds. We've had myself set up to tiers, left and right and left and right. So all in all, I don't really mind it, even though we're down. Just got to be happy with the way you play. And I'm happy enough with the way I play, even though we've kind of got trounced. By the way, I didn't realize this game just kind of goes indefinitely. I thought everybody was done after 2 hours, but apparently not. We got the king, queen suited. Great hand to lose all your money. How many sets do you flop against Gazzy? Yeah, LOL. I just had the nuts against Gazzy. And Gazzy's done a good job to just fold every time. I'm sure the one time I'm going to try to bluff Gazzy, Gazzy's just going to snap me off with some middle pair. All right, Mario. 3-bets. This is a decent spot to 3-bet kind of wide. What do I want to 4-bet with? Probably polarized, right? This is just a decent calling spot. Okay. Good spot to lose all my money. Do I raise immediately? Gosh, I don't know. I think I just do, right? I think I just do. Is this good enough to stack off? Yeah, it is. He can't fold a king, right? This is just a good enough spot to go for it. I mean, he might triple it off with ace queen or queen jack or something. Gosh, this sucks when I'm against ace king. So bad. Oh my god, the jack's bad too. Okay. I think I just keep betting. I think we just keep betting. Don't be a chicken. Don't be a chicken. Just keep betting. And hopefully we don't get stacked. I think medium's okay. I don't even know about this. Maybe I'm supposed to just bet big. All right, jack's a savior. I think we bet small on the river. Like, what do we bet? What do we bet? 20, 28? Let's go 32 again. 32, maybe induce bluffs. Maybe in some world. Please don't show me the jack-jack. If you show me the jack-jack, it's just comical. Yeah. Okay, do we jam? Do we jam? Does he ever call with worse? It's one of these weird spots where I expect to chop every time, right? The question, though, is, does he ever call with worse? And I think the answer is no. So I'm just going to call. He's going to show me a king, and we're going to chop, and that's it. Woo! We got saved. We got saved. I knew that was no good. I knew that jack was so bad. Gosh, I'm a lucky player. Am I not just the luckiest player you've ever seen? What a bad spot, huh? One of my friends in a group chat says they were playing at the lodge this week. Jack 10, 9, heart or heart or whatever on Omaha. One person has king, queen of hearts. The other one has 8, 7 of hearts. They run it out. The river's ace, so technically the winning hand wasn't flopped. There was a 100K bad beat jackpot. They slow rolled everyone 45 minutes, finding a technicality that it had to be flopped. And I guess had to be the same hand on the river. So I guess straight flush versus straight flush flopped. Got counterfeited by the ace on the river. So Douglas did not pay the bad beat jackpot. Oh, that's cute. Well, to be fair, I mean, look, I don't know the rules. But the rules are the rules at the end of the day. 3-bet this, I guess, right? I don't know the rules of bad beat jackpots, but obviously they are important. If you end up making a better straight flush on the river, even though you had king high straight flush, and you lose, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the rules of that. I don't know if that's Douglas being cheap. I think that's follow. I mean, rules are the rules. Annoying, but comical. Comical. Could you imagine flopping straight flush, losing the better straight flush, and not getting the bad beat jackpot? A long time ago, I was playing on party poker a lot back in the day. Long time ago. Long time ago. And I played a hand of limit hold'em, 30-60 limit hold'em when I was trying to move up. And I had kings capped it pre-flop. It came king, king, 3. We capped it. Turn was an ace. We capped it. River was an ace. We put in 5 bets before I realized, oh my god, I lose. He showed me 4 aces. King, king, 3, ace, ace. King, king, 3, ace, ace. Yeah, he had aces, obviously. And I lost, and there was no bad beat jackpot. The next week, they introduced a bad beat jackpot. So if that hand happened later, I would have won something like $300,000. Instead, I just lost, whatever, $1,000, whatever it was. Oh, the good old day. The good old days. Those 4s would have been easier call heads up, of course. How do you learn to play the game? Go to pokercoaching.com/fundamentals. What's your opinion on playing a satellite to a tournament you were going to play anyway? I talk about this at whatever that article is. And I mentioned that it may make sense. Like, say you're going to play a $3,500 buy-in main event somewhere, right? And the satellites are 1 in 5, where it's a $700 tournament. And let's say you normally want to play $1,500 buy-in tournaments for your average bankroll or something like that, for your average buy-in. Then sure, you move down, you play the 700s and call it a day. But should you be playing 300s when you normally want to be playing 1500s? Probably not, unless there's literally nothing else going on. Probably better off playing cash games, assuming you're decent at cash games. Watching me is how you learn that poker is a serious game. Poker is a serious game. Well, look, at the end of the day, everybody views money differently. And I think a lot of people care about money, and a lot of people don't. And look, I came from a spot in life where we didn't have a lot of money, and money was a limiting resource, right? If you come from a spot where money is not a limiting resource, then I think you care way less about money in general. Like, I wonder how my kids are going to look at money, because money's not so much of a limiting resource. There's literally never been a thing that they have been aware that we have not done because we don't have enough money. Now, certainly we haven't bought a yacht or bought a private jet because we don't have enough money, but they don't know about that, right? And so I wonder how they're going to view money as they get older. Because, like, growing up as a kid, like, I did not get to get the nice shoes or nice clothes or whatever. We always did fun stuff. Not saying I had a bad childhood at all, but I was aware that money was a limiting resource. And I think a lot of people who grow up with that idea that money is a limiting resource view money very different than people who don't grow up with money as a limiting resource. And I wonder how they're going to view it. Anyway, with poker, if you don't care about $200, play poker, lose $200. What's the difference, right? And I think a problem is that a lot of people, they don't really know their relationship with money, and they don't know how they view it. But it is very important to make sure you know how you view money, because it will impact your decisions at and away from the poker table a lot. But if you play poker, you have to realize that money is to some extent just a tool. It's a tool to make more money. Remember, to win at poker, find a game you can beat, play it a lot, keep a proper bankroll. Keep a proper bankroll is very, 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 very important. And that's important. If you don't do it, you're going to lose. But you have to have the bankroll in order to stick around. Flop nothing. Charlie Carroll, welcome, says, I smell sushi and Chinese noodles. Okay, don't know what that means. We will play for $7 bet with a gut shot. $7. That's down to $7. It's $350. Oh, God, terrible river. Okay, what do I want to bluff here? I don't want clubs or hearts. I really don't want clubs or hearts. I have clubs and hearts. That's not good. I really want to block like a king, a queen, or a jack, or a queen, king, queen, 10-9, I think. This is just a bad hand to bluff with. Whatever, we give up. This is a spot where you should probably call the jack 2, by the way, if I bet river. Seems like an easy call on the river. This is a spot where I think a lot of people automatically bluff because they have 7 high. But in this spot, you always want to ask, what am I trying to get to fold? I'm trying to get busted draws to fold, right? When the river pairs the 3. I really want, I want busted draws to fold. So given I block 7-6, 7-5, 6-5, that's not good. Given I block flush draws, that's not good. All of this is just not good. So given all of this is not good, I, in turn, don't get to bluff, right? It's a really, really, really bad bluffing hand. So we don't bluff, whatever. All right, ace 10 of spades. If Sam raises, I think calling and 3-betting are both reasonable. Guess we just 3-bet, right? It's always unnerving to 3-bet this because you might get 4-bet. You might just get ripped all in, but whatever. You just fold if you get shoved on. You're going to be crushed. We do get called. We do flop nothing. Man, oh man. This day. I think we're supposed to bet small. And if we get raised, we just fold. We turn a jack. Oh, no, an ace. Okay. Cool card. We definitely can't value bet. I think we can check and call. Can we check and call? Ugh, feels bad. Check and call. Just like if I had a flush, and then check and fold. Because he thinks I'm never folding a flush. He has the queen 2 and we win. There we go. Not paying Babby jackpot on straight flush versus straight flush is the definition of being cheap. While I agree, there are rules. It's very important to make sure there are rules in place for all scenarios. If the rule of a bad beat jackpot is you must flop the hand, and the flopped hand has to be the winning hand at the showdown, which I don't know if that's the rule at the Lodge. I have no clue. I've never played at the Lodge. But if that's the rule, and I presume it was, then you shouldn't pay because they flopped king high straight flush. They ended with ace high straight flush, and that is a different hand. Seems super cheap, but it's not super cheap because whenever you're playing the bad beat jackpot, it doesn't, while it does screw the people in the current hand, by paying it, you actually screw the people who would win it in the future, right? So it's very important to have these rules clearly in place ahead of time. Because, I mean, they're just there, right? Super annoying, that's for sure. All right. Lead from Gazzy. I'm going to raise the lead from Gazzy with this hand. If he jams me or something, I guess I'll fold. But we shouldn't get jammed all that often. I do expect to get called a large chunk of the time. I think we can keep value betting on turn. Let's just go 14. He could have like King X of spades. That's reasonable. I've shown Gazzy a lot of nuts. Gosh, I'm going to hate if I get shoved on. All right, we can just check river. I'm going to check a lot of rivers, by the way. If he checks on pretty much all rivers, I'm going to check it back. He's probably going to lead this river all in, which is great for me. I'm going to fold. The good thing here is I have a lot of flushes, so he really shouldn't be leading all that often. So if he does lead, then I will just fold. I mean, like, I don't think this is a good play to lead this river because I should have a whole lot of flushes. So I'm just going to fold, obviously. But it's a spot where I think he needs to do a lot of checking. And he does have nuts, so I don't like that play. All right, we raise, we get 3-bet small. We'll just call the 10s. Oh, try to flop well. We flop poorly. We'll obviously call one bet. This is not the 7-2 table. Small bet, we obviously call, pray for. I don't know what we're praying for. Maybe I don't want a 10 here. Typically, small 3-bet is scary. Super duper scary. If we face another bet, I'll just fold. And, you know, maybe they get the bluff through. Man, small bet again. In GTO world, this is probably a call. I'm going to fold, but I'm really unhappy about it. Anytime they bet small, you're probably supposed to keep calling. Ugh, 10-9 of clubs. All right, take notes on that one. Not even saving. Not even saving. What was the turn? 6? What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. 1-1 crushes me, nice hand. Nice hand, nice hand. We raise 6s, get 3-bet again. All right. Try to flop a set. It's way easier when you have a set compared to underpair. We flop a set again. I've had about 100 sets today. Most of them have lost. I think we just raise immediately with bottom set every time. Obviously, we get shoved or whatever we call. Never fold set. Never, ever, 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 ever fold set. This is a great spot to get a set because I just lost the previous hand. Maybe 1-1 thinks I'm tilty or whatever. Turn's great. I think we just jam. Maybe there's some world where we're supposed to bet small. I'm not really sure. Like right here, if they have a draw, I don't really care, right? If they fold, it's fine because they have good equity. And if they have a queen or overpair, or maybe even like jacks, they might find a call. So this is fine. Notice we're shoving for only the pot size. We're not shoving for 200. Anytime the board is very dynamic, meaning there's flush draw and straight draw available right now, it's a good spot to be very aggressive with hands like bottom set or kings in the spot. Not that you have kings all that often, but it's a good spot to be aggressive with those types of hands. Because if they fold a draw, they have good equity. If they have queen, they're just going to call. And this is great because it looks like I'm on tilt. So, well, looks like I'm on tilt. I'm never on tilt, obviously. All right. Set for sure, says Charlie. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Guys, having too much fun. Oh, goodness. Hope you're all having a good day. If you're enjoying the game, do me a favor. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. Are we up today? We have $22,000 on the table. What did I start with? 33? What's 22 plus? Oh, no, still down. Bad beat. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28K. We only need to win 4,000 more bucks to be up. It's doable. It's doable. It's very doable. Can you imagine? Look, that was just unlucky, by the way, for 1-1. I mean, top pair, top kicker should just never fold. But like I said, though, that's a really good spot to fast play hands like kings or sixes, right? Because it's just easy for me in that spot to have lots and lots and lots and lots of draws. I honestly don't like my seat here. It's not such a good... I mean, I don't know. Mario's good. I am bluff. Charlie Carroll's good. Literally called out my hand as a set. Warlock says Gazzy should leave that river. Going back to that pocket nines hand, I'm not sure if you're supposed to lead the river all that much because I have all the nut flushes in my range. I get that they have straights, but I'm not sure you're supposed to lead all in. I don't know. I mean, I'll study it. I'll study it. I'll study it away from the table. What if you had a flush? Why is it bad to lead the flush? Because what's going to call? I mean, maybe it's good. I don't know. Like my range to raise flop, there's going to be a lot of overpairs, flush draws, and nothing. Right? Sets. Right? Flush draws, overpairs, sets, nothing. If I'm folding overpairs, like I did, if I'm folding nothing, and I'm might just fold sets, right? What am I calling them? I'm calling them literal flushes. How does flushes do against any logical leading range there? It's like not great. I mean, maybe he can lead nut flush and bluffs. But does he have any bluffs? Does he really have that many bluffs there? I mean, maybe he takes top pair or something and bluffs it. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. Not the best cash game player. Like you all asked me, what is my ranking on full ring cash game players in the world? Probably 28,000th or something. Hope you're all having a great day. Did you all know we have a free roll every week? $2,000 free roll. If you sign up at pokercoaching.com/free roll, check it out. We get to have another stackage. King 8 suited. Top pair. Oh, by the way, if I have a flush there, I'm always betting river, right? So by betting ace high flush, they're getting value from a hand I would have bet anyway, right? So they want to check to let me bluff with king of spades, queen, right? Because I'm going to call anyway with those. So maybe they get value when I have a random straight or something, but it's kind of hard to have a random straight. Because I think I raised and the straight was like a 4 or something. I don't know. Feel free to speculate in the chat. Make sure if you're going to speculate in the chat, click the like button, click the subscribe button, sign up with a link to pokercoaching.com/free roll. If we win 5,000 more bucks, we'll be giving away some money. Well, if we have time to win 5,000 more bucks, I do not know because I have to go wake up my children from their nap soon. And I have to go play with them and have a good time. It rained today, so the yard is wet. So I don't know what we're going to do. They discovered Uno yesterday, so they really like Uno. We played baseball in this dance room we have. It's a giant room that is normally a dance studio, but we use it as a baseball room. Not with a real baseball, with a soft baseball. Whenever you go to lead, you're leading because the range is way better for your range than your opponent's. It gives you an equity and or EV advantage, okay? And also, you always want to consider... I wonder what they said. I'll F me nice hand. Sorry, wrong table. You always want to ask what will call me that would not value bet if I checked, right? So if they check the river, if I have a flush, I'm just always betting my flush, right? So they don't care about that. What they care about is how do they get value from sets and fours. And it's hard to get value from sets and fours there. Hard to get value from sets and fours. So the question then becomes, how do you get value from bluffs? And like I said, I could have king of spades, queen, or something like that to raise flop and then keep betting turn, which you'd love to let bluff, right? Sam Jazzykins has all the money. $33,000. Good day for Sam. Oh my god, and over here too. Sam has all the money. I think Sam has not rebought at all. Sam started with 10K and now has 50. So Sam won 40K today. Good job, good work. Thank God it didn't come off all from me. The only other player who up, I think, is Mario. Sam and Mario won all the money. I think everybody else got wrecked. Sometimes that's how it goes. Can you give the PA star word? What's my opinion on spin and goes? I think they're fine as long as you are very properly bankrolled, right? Spin and goes are a lot like multi-table tournaments where usually you lose, right? Just because you usually get 2 buy-ins back. So your bankroll is going to trickle down until you spike. And that's going to go, and then it's going to go down, spike. But it honestly doesn't spike all that often in spin and goes because you have to get a lucky spin and then you have to win, right? So, oh god, King Jack's normally an easy fold, but Sam has just been punishing me with 3 bets. What was I talking about? Spin and goes. Yeah. So look, you just have to have a big bankroll. There are groups out there that let people combine their results and even out the variance. I don't know if I'd recommend that or not, but you do need a huge bankroll to play spin and goes. So just make sure you're aware. If you're folding everything besides flushes, he's printing on you. There are spots on the river where you should drastically overfold. But like, is he really going to take 2 pair and bluff it? I don't know. Probably not. How do you deal with when all your draws miss and you miss every time over and over and over? How do you not let that affect you? I don't know. You don't worry about it. You saw me earlier today. I bluffed it off 3 ways for 100 big blinds. How do you get the password for this room? You are a poker streamer. Are you a poker streamer? If you're a poker streamer, you can get it. Timothy, if you are a poker streamer, send me an email, support@pokercoaching.com. I will hook you up with the boss of these games. I'm not the boss of these games. Oj from the other table has come over. Look at this massive pot they're playing that I would have had to not fold in. I mean, I would have folded, but like on the river, I think this is a fine spot to fold, but I would have clearly got crushed. Oh, what a game, what a game. Gazzy raises it up. Let's 3-bet Gazzy. I still haven't had 7-2 on the other table besides when it went raise 3-bet, 4-bet before it got to me. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I had I 3-bet the ace 2 suited. I'm the worst at keeping. I just need to like keep my fingers on these buttons so I can kind of remember it. Keep my fingers on these buttons. I'm a noob streamer. I'm not a professional. I stream 2 hours a week. We do have a YouTube channel. Check it out, youtube.com/pokercoaching. I'm pretty good at those videos. Streaming, though, is a different story. I appreciate all of you bearing with me. Thank you for clicking the like and subscribe button and the notification bell and telling all your friends about this channel and the $2,000 free roll. By the way, if you are new to poker, or you don't play a lot of poker, or you don't really play online poker, or you want to just try to play and win some money, please check out pokercoaching.com/free roll. We have a $2,000 free roll every single week where you can win your share of $2,000. First place is usually about $400, and that is there and available for you. 6th and 6, we will call. Try to flop the nuts. If Mario 3-bets is going to be big, and I will probably have to fold reluctantly. Please don't 3-bet me, Mario. Thank goodness. Oh boy. All right, so normally 7-7x is not so good for the initial raiser, but we are playing the 7-2 game, as far as I know. This is not the same lineup. Check, flop, or check, flop. We'll just bet turn. Get a fold. You ever see back raising in higher stakes games? We saw it 2 times from Mario today. Mario has done it so far. Good, strong, world-class player. He has done it so far with jacks and ace king. we got called on the turn. I mean, we can just value that river, right? I think we can go 8. Getting raised sucks. That's for sure. Is there any argument for betting small in the river with the ace-3 spades? Yeah, betting small in the ace-3 spades is definitely viable. Typically with the nuts, you often want to go big to get full value from when I have weaker flushes, right? I don't know. I mean, look, leading doesn't happen a lot in general when your opponent has a lot of nuts in their range, which I think I do there. So I don't even know what the range is supposed to look like. Somebody run it in GTO world. Let me know. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna have to go at some point soon. As much as I hate it. Kids are waking up. We do have a $2,000 free roll tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you get in it. If you are in my NFT community, Deck of Degeneracy, the floor is cheap, 0.015 ETH. That is your key to getting in a $25 free roll. We have 2 of them every single week on CoinPoker. The info for that is pinned in the Deck of Degeneracy Discord. Definitely check it out. Let's 3-bet this. Ace-6 suited. We could call as well. If I get 4-bet, I'll just fold. Man, I hate folding. It makes me mad. Someone said they never saw me get emotional about a poker hand before. What's your recommended bankroll for spins? Well, I mean, I guess it depends on your win rate, right? I don't know. I've never really played spins. We do have a gigantic spin and go course on pokercoaching.com by Ryan O'Donnell. Good, strong, $500 buy-in spin and go crusher. So check that out. It made me learn that I don't want anything to do with spins because those players are super duper good at short stacked play. It is not all in or fold. Check it out though. At pokercoaching.com. It's a poker coaching premium course. It is big and in depth, and honestly, it lets you know what the super duper crushers are thinking about. Do I bet this or just check it out? Can I just muck my hand? I just want to muck my hand. I want to take my cards. I want to put them in the muck pile. I love the check from Sam. That's good for me. I hate the bet from James. That's bad for me. This is the part where you shouldn't be betting big all that often. I think you should be betting small. This feels so flush draw heavy, but I just can't do anything about it. I'm glad Sam snap called it, hopefully with a pair. I mean, look, I don't know spin and go bankroll. Probably 500 buy-ins. I don't know. Wow. Does Sam just have a 10? Wow, they both just have a 10. Good thing I didn't get involved in that one. I was just dead. I love how I'm just bleeding my account dry over here. $5,000 only. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27. Down $5,000 today. We got one set up in our favor. Got set up 3 times not in our favor. Made a nice hero call on a 4 flush board with top pair. Folded aces correctly on the flop. We're against a set. What else did we do? That's about it. That's about it. I think Charlie Carroll thinks I have the nuts every hand. Maybe we try to bluff him out of his seat. Just for fun. Not pre-flop. Not on this flop. Maybe at some point. One of my favorite Charlie Carroll stories is one time I was at a tournament. I don't know. I'm sure he doesn't care if I tell him this. I tell this story. This was many years ago in Monte Carlo, I think. We show up. I'm chatting with him before the game. He shows up with this humongous book. It must have been 1,000 pages. And I'm like, what you doing with that book? He's like, oh, this is my anti-tilt mechanism. Meaning he's going to sit there and read that book and try to not tilt off his stack. Or not, anti-punting mechanism, not tilt. Anti-punting mechanism. He's going to try to not punt his stack in this big tournament. Okay, fine. I get there. We're playing this tournament. It was like a pretty big tournament in my mind. It was, I don't know, $10,000 buy-in tournament or something. I don't know what it was. sure he knows this. This is probably normal for him. It was interesting for me. We're playing for like 30 minutes. He's reading this humongous book, and then he just like immediately punts it off. It was just like the most crazy hand. I don't remember what it was. It was just like some absurd play, and just lost all of his money in like 10 minutes, despite his anti-punting mechanism. This 500-page book or 1,000-page book he was going to read. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Charlie's a cool dude. All right, we have. Maybe we're supposed to play this. I don't think so though. I mean, look, I realize it may look like he's pushing me around with these bets, but I just like not getting good flops. Sometimes you just don't get good flops, and that's okay. Whenever you are playing against loose, strong, aggressive player like Charlie Carroll, you have to be aware that you may, in your brain, feel like you're getting pushed around, but also recognize that as long as you are developing strong calling ranges, and also you bluff logically, of course, try to play decently well, you'll be fine. You may end up losing more than your fair share of the small pots, though. And that's okay. It's okay to lose more than your fair share of the small pots. We bet, get called, we turn additional draw. I think we got to bet turn and then bet again on the river, I guess. Still this marker up saying that this one over here, not this one. This one over here is the 7-2 game. I've only had 7-2 one time. Ugh. I beat a 10. I beat a jack. I'm just gonna check. He's gonna beat me with an ace every time. I mean, maybe he folds the ace, but I don't think we need to try to bluff that. What do we need to bluff here? Always ask yourself, what do I need to bluff? I guess I want to have a 9. I guess. I think a queen just has enough showdown value. Maybe I want to have a 10, like 10-9 is maybe a hand to bluff. Maybe 10-8. Would I bet those on the turn? I don't know. Maybe not. So if you don't have 10-9 or 10-8, what do you want to have? You definitely don't want to have... Do you want to have diamonds or do you not? I don't think you want to have diamonds. I don't know about that. I have to look that one up. I don't know about that one. A lot of spots where I just don't know. And the deck's not really helping me today. It only helped me one time. Actually, I guess it did help me one time. You still separate your poker bankroll from the rest of your finances. Me, personally, no. Because I got enough money. That said, I'm reasonable, right? Like, I'm not buying into every 100K tournament, even though I could, right? I could buy into every 100K tournament for a few years, but that could very easily go poorly. So I'm playing well within my life/whatever bankroll. You recommend never being balanced in small stakes. I recommend you play a strategy that maximally exploits the players in the games that you are playing. And so if you think people like never overbluff the river or whatever, or never check raise bluff the river, then when they check raise you on the river, just drastically overfold, right? So obviously try to exploit the mistakes the players in the games are that you are oh God, my brain's broken. I'm trying to read all these chats. You want to try to exploit the players in your games, but at the same time, you don't want to just be playing some absurd, splashy, crazy strategy. Now your bankroll is 370,000. You've been playing poker since September, since the beginning. You stumbled upon my site, and you're crushing the games. You never miss my coaching. Good. Glad to hear it. Charlie hit and runs us. Great. I'm going to leave too because I have to go deal with my children. We'll call the 9-4 suited. We flop about as bad of a 9-4 as you can. We'll call the 1. We turn a draw. Not a good draw. Just enough to crush me. If he bets big, I gotta fold. Hopefully he just checks. All right, we make straight. Whatever, we check. Do I call a bet? Yeah, I mean, you can't really go around folding a straight. We do have a straight, right? 8, 9, 10, jack, queen. Not that it really matters that we have a straight. This is actually a pretty good spot to call, I think, because he did raise under the gun. He did not bet the turn. So you got to presume he's going to bet a lot of ace on the turn. And king on the turn. Because they'll have pairs plus draws, right? So I think it's a pretty easy call. In general, like I would call a lot of bluff catchers in this spot. And we do win. Can you use Bitcoin to deposit? You absolutely can. Check out pokercoaching.com/freeroll. Raise under the gullet. We will 3-bet the king, queen. We quit the other table. We will be packing it up soon. We get called. We flop nothing. Not a great flop for me. Do I even want to bet this? I guess I do. Just try to make him fold nothing. Tough spot. Maybe I was supposed to bet bigger. I can be convinced bigger's better. Yeah, bigger's probably better. I don't love that size. That was a mistake. I gotta presume that's a mistake. Because this is a very dynamic board, right? He's just always going to call with any heart. And he's going to have a heart a lot. Any heart's going to call flop, and whatever he has some sort of overcard equity or gut shot equity or whatever. Yeah, I should have bet bigger. This is awful. Ace high might even call if I bet river. I'm just going to check. This feels bad. This feels bad. Like he's not going to fold 7, so I mean, I don't feel so bad. Given he's not going to fold the 7s, I presume he's not going to fold the 7s. I don't feel so bad. That's fine. I don't know. Should have bet bigger. Bet bigger on the flop, check, turn, and then maybe blast river. But I really need to have a heart there, I think. But yeah, we're going to be done soon. If you enjoyed the stream, click the like and subscribe button. Tell your friends. Tell the people at CoinPoker that you enjoyed this show. And thank them for having me be here today and putting it on. We have a $2,000 free roll tomorrow and every week if you sign up using the link at pokercoaching.com/freeroll. CoinPoker has a lot of cash games all the time to where you can play any small or medium stakes games pretty much around the clock. Higher stakes games run a decent amount of the time, not always though. They have a great Sunday tournament slate. There's currently a tournament series going on, so there are good tournaments every single day. If you sign up at pokercoaching.com/freeroll, we have that $2,000 free roll every week. Also, 35% rake back if you follow their rake back instructions. Also, a nice deposit bonus. It's all there for you. I don't have much else to say. I did not win today. One of you gets 5% of nothing. Congrats. Luckily, I didn't get totally torched. I thought I was going to get totally torched. We were down like 18K at one point. Luckily, we're only down 5,000 bucks. I'll sign for that. A win's a win, am I right? I hope I just get aces on my last hand. It is always fun when people know you're quitting, because sometimes they think you're just going to be stupid. But again, nobody thinks I'm going to be stupid. Everybody thinks I'm going to play fine. Like right here. Do I play the queen 8? It's my last hand. I'm trying to get even. No. That's it for today. Good luck in your games. Have fun. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. I will be back streaming this game next Sunday at noon Eastern time. Okay? Come back. I'll be here. Make sure you check out pokercoaching.com. Make sure you check out youtube.com/pokercoaching. Good luck in your games. Have fun. Thank you all for being here. And I'll talk to you next.